God, Jubilee do not like when you play their stuff, man. All right. All right. All right. We're back. We're back. They keep sniping the stream. They keep sniping it. It's so annoying. I don't know why they keep doing that. All right. We're going to try one more time. I think it's because I full screened. I full screened and they kind of like cried a little bit. But yeah, we'll try one more time. And then I'm just gonna, if the stream gets pulled again, I will just move on to something else. Because we got other stuff planned anyway, so all good. Just give me a sec. I need to reload the chats and stuff. There we go.
My followers are going to perceive this. I think it might be triggering for them and stuff like that. And my response to it was, well, if you're championing body positivity, then what I'm doing should not be a problem, because the entire time that I've been advocating for people that look like me or people who have been othered in any capacity in general is that all bodies are good bodies. What we do with our body is what matters. And so body diversity is important to me, because for a guy like you or a guy like the two of you might suffer from body dysmorphia. And that's a very real thing. You might not see yourself for what you really are. And so you're seeking unhealthy habits to achieve.
He's making a really good point though, because like even though those guys are shredded and they're very physically fit, they will still definitely like you could easily get body dysmorphia at that level.
Achieve a goal. To get where you want to go, like
who's pulling the stream? It's Jubilee. They keep pulling it because they don't like people reacting to it. Because I think loads of people reacted to it for like content, and then they kind of realized, no, we don't like that. So they just started like nuking people.
You just got to give it time. Be healthy in it, in all aspects, like mentally, physically. You've got to find the right.
Dude, I feel like I'm gonna get like assassinated or something, man.
Avenue to do what it is that you need to do for yourself.
The body positivity movement is a huge psyop to keep us fatter and stupider. It's all a scam. The reality is that Big Pharma wants money, and they understand that when you're fat, you have more health problems. They understand that you're going to need insulin, you're going to need medication, etc. And they make a bunch of money on it.
I genuinely don't believe Moron even believes what he's saying. I genuinely do not think he believes what he's even saying. He's just saying it because he knows it's going to make a viral clip, and also it'll get people over to his podcast to like buy whatever like fitness induction program he's been selling that he basically copied off Andrew Tate.
Us being sick, there is no incentive to actually have you be healthy. So let's go ahead and make our people fat as hell, get them in the hospitals, get them on medication, continue to make money, etc. It's all a big psyop.
So you believe it's all intentional?
Yes. We promote mediocrity.
I feel like it's a subset. Yes, I'm sitting here.
Like even him using the word psyop, like that's literally not his word. He's yoinked that word.
Because I do think that there is a part.
It's a psyop, guys. Did you know we live in a society?
of it that is problematic. But I think that the problematic part of it is a subset of people that use it as a tool to weaponize whatever it is that
someone said the guy in green is zesty big smoke
that they're doing.
I think the whole movement is a problem. The body positivity movement in general is a problem. All of it.
So you shouldn't feel positive even about your own, like for you, for instance,
well,
right?
I think if you haven't earned, you know, here's the thing, being happy and content with yourself, it's not given, it's earned. You have to go out there, work, and then you're gonna feel that satisfaction, like, I earned that. That feels
So at
good.
what point do you earn it though?
When you can look back in the mirror and actually, genuinely, not coping, respect the man that you see before you. And the reality is, people are gonna
Body
realize that
dysmorphia
you're gonna
is a
need to
huge
achieve a
thing,
certain.
especially when you work out for a while.
Yep.
When I worked out in college, I got down to 143 pounds and I thought I was fat because I didn't see super defined abs.
Yep.
Looking back at pictures, I could see my spine. Gotta be careful.
And I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I have a feeling that you picked that up because you were looking at people like on social media that were absolutely shredded. And then you thought, like, how can I be like that? I've been working my ass off in the gym like all the time, constantly. Why do I not have this body?
Certain physique, because you have all these fat people. I love my body. No, you don't. It's a lie, dude. You're just
Some people that are fat genuinely like their body. Like, why is he so pressed about this? It's not every fat person's. Some fat people genuinely are just coping. Definitely. A lot of people that are fat would definitely prefer if they had, you know, Moron's body or Tyler's body. Definitely. Guaranteed. But there genuinely are, like, some fat people that just like being fat. I don't know why, like, he's so stun-locked on this.
coping, you're lying to yourself. And now all these people on Instagram and TikTok with the body positivity movement are lying to themselves. They're not happy where they want to be.
Boeing got him. This is AI. Yeah, it's an AI-generated stream, guys. Sorry.
They just accept that because they're too lazy to make a change.
No, but I genuinely do love my body.
Right now, as you are?
Yeah.
Then why are you going to the
And
gym?
I'll explain to you.
Then why are you going to the gym?
I will explain it to you. I love everything that my body is capable of doing. I love...
Then why are you going to the gym? Like, some people go to the gym just to, like, get the endorphins, the serotonin, like, the feel-good chemicals. Why is he saying, like, then why'd you go to the gym? Like, you know, implying that everyone that goes to the gym is just to not be fat. I think he's definitely getting confused with, like, most people that go to the gym and then the 40-year-old women that just sit there doing the leg press for, like, 2 hours and just yapping.
The fact that at my size, I can do a lot of things that other people...
Like, even if he's fat, like, if he goes to the gym for 30 minutes, he probably eats way more than the calories he's burning off. But whatever he does at the gym, he probably feels really good for doing a workout. You know, they do, like, a scan on the brain, and it's like, you know, someone that's, like, sedentary, sat down on the couch, and then someone that's done a 20-minute walk. And the guy that's done the 20-minute walk, like, his brain is lit up.
Smaller than me still cannot do.
Like, I don't know the cope about, like, going to the gym just to lose weight. There's so many more aspects to doing that.
But you want to lose weight, though.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Most people go to the gym to sniff seats. Okay, let him cook now. Let him cook now.
Right.
Which is good.
I want to lose weight because I love my body, but I have one body. Why would I not love it?
Yeah.
And because I love my
But you
body
understand
is
that your
why
body
I'm
now needs to be
looking to
changed.
make changes.
Yeah,
Right?
make changes.
But to say that loving your body is BS. No, you make changes, you make healthy changes to yourself because you love yourself.
Most people go to the gym to build muscle. Yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that. A lot of people go to the gym just out of routine, so they're not depressed, they're not miserable. Some people go to hit like a new PR. Some people just become absolute gym rats.
All of that time that I'm putting
You should love yourself now.
in, the work, the money that I'm spending, that's a labor of love because I love myself enough to know that I want to make some changes to live a better lifestyle in the sense of I can just do a little bit more.
All right, let's bring in our disagreeers.
So it's not a single problem.
Oh, no, I'm not saying there's not a single problem. To me, body positivity is more about bodily autonomy. Like you were mentioning wanting to lose weight. My whole thing is like, yeah, it's your body, do whatever you want with it. I don't think I, as a human being, have a right to tell any of you what to do with your bodies. Body positivity kind of comes in and go, okay, you as a human being have inherent value. Just in the fact that you are a conscious soul on this planet, you have an inherent value. You are within a vessel of your body that you do have control over, but at the same time, you're not less valuable to society or from the standpoint of the soul for what your body looks like.
I give it about 15 seconds until they bring his height into the argument as a cope. Oh, thank you, Nicholas Campos, for the 50 gifted. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Wendigoon's here. What's up, man? How you doing?
When I'm speaking about body positivity, I'm talking about the over acceptance and encouragement of being obese.
So I personally, again, I'm not super online, have not seen anybody pro-obesity ever.
Wendigoon, if you're still here, I'm doing a Darkwood video. If you want to voice act in it. It's going to be like 16 hours long or something.
Oh, there's a bunch, dude.
She loves herself.
I don't think
Nikocado
that it's
avocado.
No, no, no.
pro-obesity.
Wait, did they bring up Nikocado avocado? There's no way.
Ever.
Oh, there's a bunch, dude.
She loves
I
herself.
don't think
Nikocado
that it's
avocado.
No, no, no.
pro-obesity.
There's a big.
Nikocado avocado is literally like a rage bait. Like Nikocado avocado is like the definition of rage baiting. You already know I'm in, based. Yeah, just shoot me a DM on Twitter or something. I need to get you on Discord because I barely check Twitter anymore.
They are
Different is-
actively promoting obesity.
She's not telling anyone to get fat.
She's showing you exactly how to do it.
Nikocado avocado is such a bad example though, because he literally is the king of rage bait. He knows that if he cleans up his act and he acts normal, no one's gonna watch him anymore. Should we see what he's been up to? Three months ago, nothing. Damn, did he die?
I'm gonna do my Walmart inventory check. And if you are a mother, that means you make milk. And if you make milk, you are a cow. Moo! Oh.
Yeah, he's just like the biggest reaction. I can't even say fail troll, because fail troll is like he fails at what he's doing, but he actually reaction baits very well. What the hell? Like, I've heard that he has actually sued like multiple people for like trying to expose him as like just, you know, just being a React Andy for content.
Do it and saying, look at my
That's
body
exactly
as I
what
love
she's
and rub
saying.
it.
I saw people like Fsht, Dumbass, Tristian Lee, etc.
Who's
I used
V-Shred
to bike
again?
15 miles daily to get lean, then eat only a breakfast burrito and protein bar. People need to realize that it's a slippery slope. It's easy to never be satisfied.
Wasn't there a guy called Connor Murphy who went insane? Oh, this guy. Yeah, he went... What happened to this guy? He went insane. He had, like, actual Kino body, but it just ruined him. What happened to his jaw? I got the Giga Chad jaw for $277. Wait a minute. Oh, bro, I don't even want that, dude. I do wish I had a stronger jaw, but look at that! What in the Desperate Dan is that? That looks awful.
About my jaw. See on the Natty Plus Protocol social.
Connor Murphy started consuming semen. So he's like Jeremy Fragrance, but just on Tren instead of Dior Sauvage. Yeah, I just heard that he went absolutely insane. He was like the guy that made the Coney film, how he just like stripped naked and was like running around.
Our game is, I'll give you 3 guesses, 3 chances there. Oh my god, I'm just trying to either of those.
Literally just stripping off in front of people in public. Nice.
Alright, so
I injured my penis, so I'm dropping out the competition. He's crazier than last time.
Reporter Greg, and in today's video, Connor Murphy allegedly attacks his girl.
We actually have drama alert at home, and his name is Greg Doucette.
And it's giving
happy.
life, and she's like joking around. And
And
that's
also,
the
I
whole
want to
thing.
clarify. See, here's the thing. There's a bunch of fat influencers that push this body positivity situation, and a bunch of them are dead now. No one talks about that. That didn't hit mainstream news.
So I'm in that space.
Yeah.
Which influencers are you talking about? Because
I don't
unaware.
recall their names, but there's a couple of them that passed away. They're YouTubers. They used to do these mukbangs where they'd eat a bunch of food on camera.
Mukbang
That's
is
totally
okay,
different.
Okay, but that's
They're not a
mukbang is
part of our
different thing.
community. That's
Yeah.
a completely different thing. We're not saying we're gonna go to a restaurant and pig out just because it's entertaining or anything like that. There are people that they're called gainers, that their whole lifestyle, their fetish and things like that revolves around gaining weight.
Yeah, and I understand that you're saying that that's not a component to the
it's
body
not-
positivity movement, but
it's
you
not
got to
a part
understand
of
for the
it.
general masses, they're watching that, they're going to attribute it to that. They're not in the niche, they're not a creator, so they're not looking at it like, no, this person's just a gluttonous person. No, they look at everyone who's obese, that's making content about being obese and continuing that lifestyle as a...
Pyro called out. I'm not speaking, bro. I'm not
But
speaking.
they're not making content about being obese. They're making content about overeating,
Yes, and they
which
also
is also
encourage
an
that.
eating disorder.
Yeah, and they also encourage being fat
I
as
don't
well.
need to say nothing. I don't need to say nothing.
I think just being in a fat body and being in the public space encourages obesity,
Some people are ill-informed, therefore it's your problem. Yeah, it's just...
just flat out.
Yes.
So just
agree.
us existing, we're saying,
Yes.
yay, everyone go gain weight.
It absolutely impacts other people to think, well, think of it. You're
I've
6'6",
never
good looking,
looked
you're
at- I know,
modeling.
but I've
it's going to
never
encourage
looked
other
at-
people to, well, hey, look at him.
me
He's
be
got
So
lots
then
of...
what about when I
I've
go
never
to the
looked at
gym? When I step into the gym, or when Zach steps into the gym, or when any of us step into the gym, are we promoting being bigger like that too? Are we going there, and is our presence there unwanted?
By being famous, rich, popular, and being obese, you're indirectly promoting it in the same way that people who take steroids and are 350 pounds of muscle and winning the Mr. Olympia are indirectly promoting it, even if they don't say they're taking it.
But I'm speaking more specific.
Even if they don't say they're taking it? No, that's... No. It's worse when they say they're not taking it, idiot. Oh, Greg. Greg was so close to hitting it there, man. Greg was so close to calling out, like, so many, like, fake... But then he went for, like, the weakest, the most distanced example. No, I think it's worse when they're when they are shredded and then they're lying, saying they're not taking roids. Oh, he made such a good point there, but he didn't want to commit. He was scared. He was scared of the brand deals. I get it, bro. I get it.
Specifically in the gym, in that space where people should be coming together to work on their bodies and stuff like that.
It's like no one's watching. No one's watching. What's his name? Eddie Hall. Yeah, no one's watching Eddie Hall, World's Strongest Man, and be like, "Ooh, I want to get like him. Is he natty?" No, they're watching like 18-year-olds on TikTok that have like the body of Superman. And it's like, how do I get like that? And then they're saying like, oh yeah, just buy this hand grip off a TikTok shop, bro. Build your wrists up, you'll be fine. Use my promo code, bro. But buy these protein bars that I get a commission on, bro. I'm not taking trend though. I swear. I can't pull the Wizard of Oz curtain over.
Saw us in the gym.
I would be happy and proud and excited, and my whole channel is about helping people who are overweight to lose weight and have realistic expectations. I would never say you have to look like this, you need abs. It's just, let's go halfway there. That's my entire channel, of which I have over 2 million followers. It's all about realistic goals of helping people who are overweight to lose weight. That is what my channel is all about.
But we're in public, and you made the statement that if we step out in public, that it would encourage people to live an unhealthy lifestyle.
The more friends you
and be
have who are
obese.
overweight, the more likely you're going to be overweight. It just happens to happen. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. If 90% of the world were overweight, more people would be encouraged to be overweight.
As just on this side, I don't think any of us have ever looked at a person heavier than ourselves and gone, I want to be that. That's a great thing to be. No, we have the same internalized biases as everybody else does. He was bringing up the gym before, and you said by existing just in a fat body, we are promoting it. Yes. I model, and when I do model fitness wear, which I do often, I get so many comments about like, oh, you are promoting obesity. I'm wearing fitness wear. I'm in the gym. I'm doing the thing you want me to do, and I'm still promoting obesity?
If you're exercising and you're trying to lose weight, then you're promoting people who are overweight to try to lose weight. That's great. But if you're...
Yeah, I was going to say, like you get people that wear like Gymshark now that are like fat in advertisements, and they do that because most of the people that need to lose weight are fat. They're too scared of going in the gym. But again, like that inclusivity, which sounds great, it is just for profit margins though, isn't it? Because it's like, you know, if you see a bunch of fit people that are being promoted, that's such a, like the amount of people that are like fit, like Greg, and then I don't know, Greg too, I forgot the guy's name. Like they are such a small margin compared to the amount of people that are overweight. So they're doing it, like, it looks cool because it's inclusive, but like everything in the world, again, it all does just come down to money. Because if a fat person sees, that's, you know, fat people are the majority of the population now in the Western world, it's like, ooh, well, that applies to me. I might actually jump in now and go to the gym and like buy some Gymshark, you know, some Gymshark shorts or whatever, and then go into the gym. Like, it's nice that it's inclusive, but it really is just all about money at the end.
You're Lizzo and rubbing your
I'm
belly.
promoting, I mean, I don't know shit about Lizzo.
Specifically about influencers that promote gluttonous lethargic lifestyles, which a bunch of them do. That's what we're talking about. If you're in the gym and you're fat and you're getting after and you're documenting that, that's fantastic.
The prompt was body positivity, and you're talking about influencers.
He's almost making it out that like if you have a day off the gym, you should just die.
Who promote gluttonous lifestyles,
Yes.
and that again is not body
See, I know what he's got in his head. He's got Nikocado Avocado. I don't know a single other YouTuber that does that.
positivity.
So that's why
The general masses don't have that distinction, though.
I do think we have a good read, though, on how each individual sees the body positivity movement. All right, the next prompt is, I am satisfied with my sex life. Agreeers, step forward.
Whoa, Greg
I was
is...
bullied a lot cause of my weight, and I fell into a depression after I graduated and was away from it all. I felt happy with my body. I'm slowly but surely working on myself now, but I realized that it's the environment that can affect a person too.
Yeah, it's nature and it's nurture. It's two different things. If you're around a bunch of people that bully you for being fat, you know, like, that sucks. It could motivate you to lose weight, but what a fucking toxic way to do that. And chances are as well, like, I see all these kids that like lose weight, and they're like documenting, you know, they're shredded now on TikTok in their like mid-20s. Punished snake eater. What? But yeah, like they're in their 20s, and then they still document how they have, like, you know, when they do the shirt pull and stuff, you know, like ex-fatties will always do the shirt pull because they do that when they were fat to make their belly look smaller, and how stuff like that just never went away because they were bullied. Like, it literally is a form of like PTSD.
I have abused my body. Will the agreeers step forward?
Because you'll get people that are like shredded when they used to be fatties, and they don't feel any happier in their body at all. Like, they'll still, you know, like put pillows over themselves and tug their shirt, or like they'll be hungry but they won't eat all the food because they're worried that they'll look fat if they like eat all the food.
I'll start by saying I've abused my body many times.
Have they all... What's he doing over there? What's he doing? Dude. You know what? I can't even hate. I respect the honesty. I respect the honesty.
Life. Agreeers, step forward.
Is this about sex life?
I have abused my body. Will the agreeers step...
Oh, I thought this was about sex. Oh, they didn't even have a debate. They just skipped it. Oh, okay. Lol. I've abused my body. Okay.
I'm saying I've abused...
Okay, this could be... Okay, he's not going to fucking admit to anything. He's just going to be like, I was fat. But they might talk about roid use, which would be interesting.
I've abused my body many times. Being a bodybuilder, a professional bodybuilder, I've abused steroids, did that for over 10 years. I don't think you can get to the level that you have to get to be a professional bodybuilder while being natural. And so,
yeah.
Absolutely. And I would say that somebody trying to abuse steroids to get that muscle, to get that look, is just as unhealthy as somebody.
It's like people on Siege on console. They can't reach the peaks of champion unless they use a Zim.
Who's obese, so I don't try to be a hypocrite. I say I've done these poor choices. I'm 48 now. I don't do steroids anymore, and so I recognize that what I did in the past was bad. Probably took years off.
He admits. To be fair, Greg has always been transparent about being on trend.
Off my life, and so I would say to people who are overweight, why don't you do the same thing? And if you're not, then do you really care about...
I think as well, one thing that Tren is very sneaky at doing is damaging your organs without showing that it does. You know, like, his organs could actually be in a worse state than the fat people. Because what does steroids do again? They mess up your kidneys. I know they mess up your kidneys. Because your kidneys are just, you know, they just produce everything. Filter out everything. Build up of fluid, swelling, high blood pressure. That's right. Mood swings. Oh yeah, I hear roid rage a lot. Is roid rage an actual thing? Or is it a meme? What is roid rage? Steroids can produce a psychotic episode called roid rage. Anger and aggressive behavior associated with anabolic steroid use. Roid rage is actually a thing? That's wild. I thought it was like a meme. Actual roid rage. Okay.
About your health, because if you do, you would stop doing the things that are leading to being morbidly obese.
But then to your own argument, you spent 10 years doing something you knew was inherently unhealthy.
Someone said Danny G. Have you seen the video of Danny G? Danny G might actually be on trend. He might actually be on trend. Yeah, here we go.
Come to Birmingham. Come to fucking Birmingham. So I can pull you apart. You little fucking muppet. You know, if I ever see you on the street, I'm gonna smash your head in. Do you know that? If I ever see you, I'm not gonna come looking for you. I'm not that type of guy. Yeah?
There was one that killed me, man, where he was saying he was gonna get COVID and like kill a bunch of people before he got put down. I'll see if I can find it.
I just woke up in a fucking steamy.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
There we go.
I'm telling you that now. So you motherfuckers out there want to hope I don't get COVID-19, because I'll just start killing people. If I get COVID-19, I'm going to die, and the doctors say I'm going to die.
Before they put me on that ventilator, I'll take bare cocaine, bare speed, and I'll go around Birmingham Town Centre and just kill loads of people until I get arrested. Loads!
Healthy.
Correct. Now that is roid rage at its finest.
But then you're gonna turn around and tell people that they should just wake up. But
Yes,
it took
exactly.
It took you 10
Like
years
people
to
should
wake
have
up.
told me, Greg, why do you keep doing this to yourself? You do not recognize what's going to happen, and if we call it shaming,
Appropriate BFG division.
why are you abusing steroids, Greg? Think of it. Think of the years you're taking off your life. Maybe.
Why are all the live streams unlisted? Because we have a new channel that we put it all out on now. Well, it's not a new channel. Just one. This is where we put everything now. We got a new. This is the VOD channel, but we kind of realized the videos do better if we just kind of categorize them as individual videos instead of just a whole stream. So, yep.
Maybe I would have waited.
But the power was in your own awakening, right? The power right there was in your own awakening to realize within yourself that you were doing something negative, and then you made the change for it, right? And that change.
It doesn't have live chat. I've got live chat here in the corner.
It's now consistent. That change is now something that you can give a testimony about and help other people.
Why is there no chat replay on VODs? Because it's a downloaded video and put onto a different channel.
Change their ways, or
But you can see the chat in the bottom right corner.
persuade people to just not do it at all, right?
But building on what you said, what was the moment, where the perspective shifted?
Well, I got old enough and realized I can't get any better at this. I can keep taking more and more drugs and try to sustain this, but I said, it's not worth it anymore. So I had to completely change my mind around what I was doing, which was being judged on my appearance. And remember, I make money on how I look, and so that's going to have a huge impact on me. And I had to say, I need to get my dopamine, my self-worth from something else. So I quit doing all the bodybuilding competitions, and I said, I'm going to start riding bikes. I'm going to learn Spanish. I'm going to do something else where I can feel good about myself. And it's hard. Like, look at this guy, 300 pounds of muscle. 20 years from now, is he going to want to still be this size? He might look back and say, I maybe regret certain things. And I think if somebody's overweight, they're going to think the same things. Like if you're 400, 500, 600.
Yeah, that's giga-based. I can't even knock that at all. He admitted that what he was doing was just burning him out. He wasn't enjoying it. But also, he needs to appear better on camera because people are very critical. If he drops any muscle or if he bloats at all, then people will instantly pick it up in the comments. And he'll read that and it'll fuck with him. It'll mind fuck him. So yeah, him kind of just being so transparent about that is based. Definitely. I can't knock that at all. And it's nice that he's looking into other things as well. Like, he said he's like learning Spanish and stuff. Like other things away from just the fitness industry.
Pounds, you're going to think, is it worth doing this? Is it worth eating all the time? It's tough.
I think this is the first actual middle ground I think we're finding, which is really great because it's true. I mean, I've been harmful to myself on both sides of the spectrum. There were times I was taking, 20 to 30 diet pills and laxatives a day, eating less than 400 calories a day, working out nonstop. And then there's the other times where I was eating way too much, smoking way too much, drinking way too much.
That's the one problem with trying to do weight loss as well. Like if you don't measure it out, because you'll be like, oh, I just want to eat today, I'll be fine, or I'll have one shake and that'll do me, and it won't. And then you binge eat, and then it's like all these people that went on Biggest Loser in America, like all the fat people, and then they lost a bit of weight, they quit the show, and then they end up being more fat than when before they appeared on Biggest Loser.
Abusing my body in the other way. I think we all come.
The hardest thing about losing weight is it's not a diet change, it's a lifestyle change. Because if you don't change your lifestyle, you will just be fighting that the food forever, and it just isn't worth it.
To the realization of what we're doing is harmful in different ways at different times. Like it took you 10 years to come to realize that was harmful. My thing is sometimes it takes people who might be overweight or, you know, at that high tier, that 500-600 pounds, to realize that it's harmful for them. And maybe in their life, they don't feel like it's harmful. And they are happy. There are people, believe it or not, legitimately happy in certain...
You seem to know a lot about fat people, huh? What gives you that idea? What gives you that idea?
Ignorance is bliss. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I was happy at the moment. I
But
felt
why
like
is
it
there
was.
bliss an
Ignorance
issue?
is bliss, but you could die before you wake up. You
But
could
you could have
die
done the
before
same
that
thing
happens.
taking steroids. That's my whole
Exactly. I
thing.
could have died doing
Yeah.
what I did, and so is it not my responsibility to tell people, don't copy me, and so it not be somebody who's, you know,
And I don't think there's
500
anything wrong
pounds
with
to
that.
do
I
the
think-
same thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Even when you said before, where you're like, well, I wish someone had shamed me saying, what are you going to do? You're going to kill yourself. That's not shaming to me. To me, that is compassionate and looking out for somebody. It's when you take it to the other level where you start insulting them, degrading them, making them feel like shit.
As
that
men,
doesn't...
we insult each other and shame each other, but it's as a friend. Like, this is what guys do. Girls don't do it. They all suck up to each other. You're
That's-
all
I mean,
tens.
I don't-
Guys are like, look at your gut, look at your belly, you
stop
fat
saying
so.
what girls do.
I know, that's what
No, it's important to
I'm telling you what they do.
The
It's
masculine
fact.
from the feminine, because it's
Yeah, they always seem to bring the conversation towards women as well, eh? Like every time. Like, why are we talking about women? We're talking about, like, and you can really see where their mindset is as well, eh? Because it's like, it's not, you can clearly tell that they want to make their body the best thing it can be for themselves, like their own palace. But then you can see the biases of like, ooh, I want to please milady. I want to please milady.
It's guys talking here, and I think it's important.
Like, you should never care about what, like, a woman thinks about you, ever. You never should. First, focus on yourself, be happy with yourself, and then afterwards make other people happy. Like I don't get this whole thing about like, oh, well, I could do this thing, but the women won't like it. Oh.
To distinguish when something is feminine, to say, well, we don't adhere to that over here.
Yeah, but there's been no shortage of generalizations on women in this episode so far, and I'm really, really curious about your answer to this prompt regarding like self-abuse, like bodily abuse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lifetime natural. I've never taken a drug before in my life.
I'm gonna play that again. I'm gonna play it with subtitles just so the people in the back can hear that.
Like self-abuse, like bodily abuse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lifetime natural. I've never taken a drug before in my life.
I've never taken a drug before in my life. Why do they all say that, bro? All the Sigma podcast people, they always say that. And then DMs get leaked like a week later of them asking for like TRT or like MDMA or something. Like every time. Every time. Yeah, it's actual cat.
It's easy to abuse your body. If you work out every day, you're not letting it rest, you're abusing it. You take steroids. It makes muscles grow, your heart's a muscle, abuse. I used to take almost 1 gram of caffeine a day, abuse. Again, slippery slope.
What's wrong with 1 gram of caffeine a day? What's wrong with 1 gram? What? How much is 1 gram of caffeine? How much caffeine is in 1 gram? Yeah, 400 milligram is the daily limit. I know that. But I'm trying to see how much is 1 gram. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams? Like pure caffeine. You weren't just like snorting like instant coffee. You were taking like caffeine powder. Damn. Bro skipped school. Yeah, no, that was a pretty low moment in my career. Like I take a pre-workout shot that's like 175 milligram, but that's pretty much it.
However, I was an athlete in college, and obviously when you're a Division I athlete...
Anything that causes your muscles to be overworked, especially organ muscles, will result in faster aging and negative health benefits. It's why a lot of big-time weightlifters suffer strokes.
Trained 2 to 3 times a day. It was very, very intensive. I would train through injuries, which wasn't intelligent, but at the end of the day, I looked at it like, hey, we got to win. We got, you know, some teams to beat this season, so it built a mental fortitude. I think abuse is good to a degree if you're able to overcome it and learn something from it.
I did a lot of stupid things. Like I broke the world record in the bench press, and now I can't bench press anymore. And it was my favorite lift. I've had hip operations. I have both elbows reconstructed. I trained too hard. I couldn't stop myself. All that pressure, desire, whether it was installed by myself or from others, to try to fit in, to be socially accepted. And I was addicted. I was bench pressing with shoulder pain. I should have stopped. I couldn't. And so, you know, I set the record and it's done. I can't even lift anymore. I don't squat, bench, or deadlift, because look at Ronnie Coleman. You guys know Ronnie Coleman? He's in a wheelchair. He can hardly walk. He's in pain medications. And imagine putting your body through all that torture, and then you get in your 60 now.
What was that? That was my mom coming in. She was like wishing me, she says to me, you're never going to be 26 again, which is horrifying. Like, I'm going to be 27, bro. Dude, it's over for me. I'm not even a billionaire yet. Like, why live? Why live?
Now you can't do anything.
So one question I have for you then is, knowing what you did obviously has allowed you to create this platform to speak to these things, to talk about steroid abuse. You understand all the intricacies. Do you think that you would have been...
Don't take this the wrong way, but you seem younger. I'll take that, man. I'll take that as a compliment happily. I know, like, I'm white and I'm nearing 30. Like, the wall will be coming for me very soon. I saw a video of Jacksepticeye the other day and he looked about 45. That's why I refuse to grow facial hair, man, because those white hairs, they make you look old.
Been able to do that, let's say if you'd kept your natural status throughout your whole career, you didn't break world records, you weren't an IFBB pro, you didn't have all of those accolades to stand on, do you think you would still be Greg Doucette and have all the following you do?
I do not think so. I think I'm one of those 1 in a million cases that was able to do what I do and actually got the success that I got. But if I look back and I'm really honest with myself, I regret doing these things. I was not...
Jacksepticeye is 35? No, he's not. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. He looks good for his age then.
Natural world champion, and I was breaking world records natural, so I had the records, but I wanted more. I wanted more glory. I wanted more people to say, you're cool. Do
you notice how the fit people are speaking more? I mean, to be fair, most of them are YouTubers, so they're used to speaking on a camera. They've kind of got that social dominance. It's a little bit unfair. I'll be honest, the guy mediating this kind of sucks. He's basically just shut them up twice from, like, you know, ranting about women, and that's literally it.
Like you. And so I ended up taking steroids. I did that because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be sponsored. I wanted a pro card. I wanted to be famous. And it worked. At what cost, though? How healthy am I really?
Everything it is that you're saying.
You have a very long life ahead of you that I'll make worse every step of the way. Thank you, Seth.
Right? I don't feel any ounce of, like, shaming you for it. I think everything that you said is really important, to acknowledge that and to know that and to then share that, right? But the difference is that, like, had someone shamed you, I don't think that you'd feel the same way about it. Instead, people poured life into you and told you, like, hey, I don't think that this is right. I don't think that you should really keep doing this because it's doing more harm.
The opposite happened. I was
This guy's voice is unbearable. The black guy. I've seen people, like, simping for his voice.
Rewarded. When I started getting popular on social media, I was talking about my steroid cycles. I was talking about what I've done. And they're like, look at your muscles, look at your chest. And it was like, do you know how hard it was to stop? Because I was being rewarded with dopamine, with people saying nice things about me all the time. And for me to stop, I know that my views on social media go down.
Yeah.
If I went on a steroid...
He's making such a good point. It's exactly... He was in the exact same situation that Nikocado Avocado was in. Although Nikocado Avocados was much more toxic. Nikocado was, like, baiting and, you know, being, like, rage baiting. But then he knows that if he stops taking tren, he's going to shrink. He's going to get less views. You're locked into it. It sucks.
Steroids I cycle right now, people are going to fall. Wow, Coach Greg, you're back. We miss the old Coach Greg. And so it's hard for me to be the 48-year-old old man that's still preaching fitness.
Chat, you guys are actually like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Someone made that comparison before, and it's actually so accurate.
When they say, we love the old Coach Greg, the jacked muscle freak, and I have to fight the urges not to use steroids every single day because I know I would look better. I know I would feel better, but I'm like, it's not healthy. And so I have to say no.
Yeah.
I get
It's
what
very
you mean.
tough.
That sucks. I feel for him. That's like a fat person with food. Or like a smoker with wanting a cigarette. But he has fame attached to that. He's got like wealth as well. And sponsors and brand deals. But like, if he chases that dragon, it's going to end up killing him. But the fact that he can actually know that that's a bad thing, then good.
About the dopamine reward thing, because for me, I have a similar situation, but kind of in the opposite way. Every time I start slimming down, I start getting the, what are you doing? Why are you losing weight? Because I am in that large guy space. So it's like, it's very funny how much on both sides, outward opinions just like really, really just make what we do hard. I know that when I am doing more cardio and like I'm a big hiker and biker, and sometimes in the summer I'll slim down, but then all of a sudden I'll get a ton of comments from people just being like, we liked you heavier, we liked you this. I'll have clients that'll stop using me because I've gotten too small. And so you're kind of seeking that dopamine, that approval, also that career boost. You get stuck in this loop of doing things that you know aren't good for yourself.
That sounds so toxic. He literally has to be fat or he loses out on job opportunities. And the fact that he's aware of that as well, that sucks. Because, you know, he might be happier if he's smaller. That's so toxic, Jesus. I forget how, like, just AIDS, just modeling is in general.
I wanted to hear from you, just going back to the prompt, why you came forward.
Oh, I mean, I think obviously professional bodybuilding has its risks. Obviously, I try to mitigate them as much as possible. I work with a company that I'm doing blood work.
It works like that in the whole model industry. Yeah, I know. It's like you get the skinny models and they just have like a cigarette and a coffee.
You know, quarterly, every 3 months.
Dono link redirects to Stream Elements main page.
Yeah, I used to drink a bang and a coffee in the morning and then double scoop my pre-workout, so like 900
nice one, Leon.
milligrams give or take. I developed tachycardia for like a week. My doctor told me if I wanted to live past my early 20s to cut the shit. Be careful, brothers.
Yeah, cheers that, Leon. This must have been people making donos in the old link. I'm trying to give you money, hurry up. I'm trying. What was that dono we just had? I used to drink a bang and a coffee in the morning, and then a double scoop of pre-workout. Dude, I developed tachycardia. What's tachycardia again? I only know that from Fear 2. It's like elevated heart rate or something, right? Heart rate over 100 beats per minute. Holy. Holy. If I wanted to live past my early 20s, cut the shit. Yeah.
I'm very, very...
Was it hard? Was it hard quitting? Like caffeine? Because it can be pretty addictive, right? Like you get like headaches and stuff if you're not like constantly taking it. Like I know people that they get like caffeine withdrawal.
Very methodical with what I do, and I'm very, very on the mild.
I feel like I'm lucky with it. Like I can not take caffeine and be okay, but when I also take caffeine, like I bought like a bunch of decaf instant coffee that I take. Like I'm drinking a Pepsi right now and it's like caffeine free. Because I just don't want to be like staying up all night just tweaking. But yeah, I like that. I love the taste of black coffee. I love it. But I don't want the actual caffeine.
Mild side, you would be surprised, but I've been training for 20 plus years. I think that's the key for me. I would say, like being this size, 100% not healthy. Is it unfortunate that I am very passionate about something that is bodybuilding? Yeah, it's kind of like I fell into it. I love it. It's hard for me, but I made a decision with my wife that at age 35, that's it. I'm done. Like no more competitive bodybuilding. I have an understanding, but like Greg, I have the foresight to know like there has to be a limit to it, because if you just let it go, I would have to be probably 25 more pounds of muscle and like have to do things that I'm not willing to do in order to be like, let's say Mr. Olympia, right? So, because all the way through my 20s, I was closer to like 230 pounds, natural all the way until I was like 27 and a half. So hopefully I'll be okay going back to that size.
Do you use steroids currently?
I mean, I use...
You can see Greg's face, bro. Like, why do they never just say yes? Why have they always got to be like, well, look at Greg's face. He's like, really, bro? Really? That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
In order to be like, let's say Mr. Olympia. Right?
Well, I use...
Right. So, because all the way through my 20s, I was closer to like 230 pounds.
Okay, Greg laughing is kind of funny. This guy on TikTok would say he's 18 and natty, by the way.
Natural all the way until I was like 27 and a half.
Because of the shame that they all seem to think it's so important.
So
37-year-old you would smack the fuck out of you for feeling old at 27.
True. But I'm not 37. I'm 26.
Hopefully I'll be okay going back to that size.
Do you use steroids currently?
I mean, I use...
I think
that's the biggest insult in the world right now.
No. I only ask because, again...
And whenever I skip days I get an immobilizing migraine that can last up to half a week.
I've been drinking coffee daily for 10 years. I'm turning 21 and whenever I skip days...
It's crazy how they made 7 of these games and you couldn't even make Betskip 2.
That was a donor from 3 streams ago. Why is that still coming up now? I like how he didn't even get to say what he was taking as well. He was like, I'll just let you guys keep talking.
The biggest insult in the world right now.
No. I only ask because, again, we're on the topic of body abuse, right? So I'm only asking that.
That's crazy, though. Like, you drink coffee and then you get, like, a migraine. I've heard about people getting migraines, but that's wild. How, I'm assuming you were just chugging Monsters, right? I'll be honest, I got, like, 5 Monsters in my mini fridge right now that I bought a week ago, and I haven't touched a single one because I take a pre-workout shot in the morning after I wake up. I go to the gym, have a session, and then after that, I just think, like, I don't need any more caffeine in me. Because I'll be honest, I don't even like the taste of Monster now. I've kind of gone off it.
In that realm because of what you said about it. I'm not asking that.
No, it's kind of like it's just like when
like
you're
that.
jacked like that and you say,
It's
"Do you use
crazy how
steroids?"
They made 7 of these games and you couldn't even make Betskip 2.
Where is this guy coming from? He's making donos from 4 streams ago.
It's like, you think you can look like this natural? Like, if I said, "Hey, are you on steroids? Look at that body." Like, if I said to you,
Energy drinks are disgusting. They taste okay, but like I'd never drink one unless like I was going to the gym and I hadn't had any caffeine, and then I'd just chug it. I wouldn't slowly sip on it. I would just chug it.
you look like you're on steroids.
Like the only thing I have is like I just drink sparkling water, and that's it. And then I have like I bought some diet some caffeine-free Pepsi just so I get like a different taste in my mouth that isn't just sparkling water.
Yeah, people think you're on gear. It's a compliment.
If I said, "Obviously, you're natural," it'd be like, "What the? What do you mean, obviously? There's no obvious."
So yes, I'm
I chug Red Bull at work in one big gulp, and then I'm big and round. Shut up.
enhanced.
Okay.
If I said to you, "You look like you're on steroids."
Yeah, people think you're on gear. It's a compliment.
If I said, "Obviously, you're natural,"
People thinking you're on gear is not a compliment. It's not a compliment if you're on gear.
and you say, "Do you use steroids?" It's like, you think you can look like this natural? Like, if I said, "Hey, are you on steroids? Look at that body." Like, if I said to you, "You look like you're on steroids."
Yeah, people think you're on gear. It's a compliment.
If I said, "Obviously, you're natural," it'd be like, "What the? What do you mean, obviously? There's no obvious."
So yes, I'm enhanced.
Okay. It's
That took so long for him to answer. And then he says enhanced. He's talking about like he's Adam Jensen from Deus Ex Pro. My vision is augmented. It's like, just say you're on trend. TRT.
really just like a question that I have, but it's also just like, well, what do you do as you're progressing in that
Someone in chat said enhanced cope.
to get to the points that you want? So that's where that question stems from. And I also really appreciate.
On a real note, Monster tastes good, but then you slowly become addicted. Will you start disliking the flavor? Yeah, I don't know. I got like 5 Monsters, but I just don't really like... I don't really like the flavor of them, to be fair. I'm kind of happy that I have these pre-workout shots I take every day. And to be fair, I think the taste of black coffee just beats like any energy drink, so...
Your candor for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's... I will 100% say like...
Monster Original Zero? Bro, I literally have that. Hang on. Are we doing like the flavor review? The flavor review? Okay, I ain't drinking these now. Hang on. I got this one. Ultra peachy. Ultra peachy keen. I just get the 0 ones. I mean, they'll give you cancer, but at least you won't get fat. And then that's the femboy one. I just bought all these when I was in a Tesco. Okay, these though, the green top one. Yeah, this one. I've had this once. It's actually really, really nice. And then, okay, this one is actually underrated. It's probably so unhealthy for you. But Orange Dreamsicle, I think I'm actually going to chug this tomorrow. I'm going to chug this tomorrow, like an hour before my workout. It's going to be fire. It tastes so nice. But you just know, like, with no sugar, no calories. They put some nasty shit in that. They put some nasty stuff in that.
Some of the best.
Does it make you big? No, it's literally just an energy drink, but it tastes nice.
Shape of my life was natural in my 20s, like very.
Chugging it wouldn't be healthy. How much caffeine's in it? I think it's 200. It's actually like a insane amount. There is a really, really serious amount of caffeine in this. It doesn't even say. Yeah, 200 milligrams of caffeine in that. 200. Damn. Okay, I might be chugging that tomorrow, actually.
Lean, probably my healthiest.
It sucks though, because if I have that, if I drink that, I'm not gonna want like, because I just literally have like espresso so much as well.
Like if anybody tells you they're like an IFBB professional bodybuilder, it's almost.
Isn't Bang 400? Bang has. I've never had a Bang. But I know Bang has just an insane amount. Oh, 300. Oh, so that has 100 more. 300? Why so much? You know the worst thing is as well, the advertising for this one, it kind of shows that it's a bit more like, I don't know, you take it if you're working out, like it's called Rain. But then Bang, this just looks like something you'd buy with your, like, you know, your candy flavored vape. This looks just like a Red Bull for kids. And then it's like 300 milligrams, by the way. I think a Red Bull's like 175. Yeah, that's just moronic.
99% of them are in some capacity enhanced. It might be very.
Tried the Prime Caffeine energy drink for the first time yesterday. Genuinely awful. Yeah, I had a sip of it. My sister bought me it when we went on holiday once. It was just awful. It sucked.
Minimally.
Rain's at 300 milligram in the US. We're heart maxing. Yeah, it says 200 here. So I guess we got lucky. Dude, I really want to chug this now. Damn. I can't. I must abstain.
Might be through the roof, like you wouldn't even believe what they're taking, but it's there. It's part of the sport. It's unfortunate, but like that's the problem. That's why
I work behind a register, and 90% of energy drink buyers were under the age of 16. Yeah, I mean that's pretty normal, to be fair.
One of the problems we talked about earlier with the fitness industry is like that's the expectation.
Let's bring our disagreeer in.
Hey! Boy. Good job not abusing yourself.
Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. How did he say he's abused his body, fit and fresh? Can someone lore master me? Because I don't remember at any point him saying that he's abused his body.
It's weird. For me, I'm 20 and in the gym constantly without using teen. But sometimes I see these influencers who clearly use steroids and it's like an itch to want to use it to be like them. Max Taylor is the only natty lifter I ever look up to.
Who's Max Taylor? Oh, the ginger guy. I see him everywhere. Are you sure he's natty, though? Are you sure? Like, you don't even think he's on TRT or something? I mean, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, so I took abuse as like...
Does Rain taste like Motor Oil? I buy energy drinks the Motor Oil taste. It tastes very artificial.
Doing things that's negative for your health. And for me, I've always approached fitness from a health kind of lens, right? Like Myron, I'm 100% natural. I'm never going to look like Eric. I'm never...
Yeah, I don't remember Moron saying a single thing, by the way.
Might be, it's...
Yeah, so I took abuse as like doing things that's negative for your health. And for me, I've always approached fitness from a health kind of lens, right? Like Myron, I'm 100% natural. I'm never gonna look like Eric. I'm never gonna look like Greg, but it's something I'm content with, right? For me, I'm kind of in for the long term. I want to be able to do what I do when I'm 60, 70, 80, 100. Focusing more on the health aspect of it can be a good middle ground, because I feel like if you're looking from the outside in, sometimes can be like, dude, how am I gonna look like Eric? Like, how is this ever gonna happen, right? But you know, people have different goals, I would say, within fitness, and
I swear he's just looking at him in disgust. He's like, how could you be so puny compared to me?
Right. But you know, people have different goals, I would say, within fitness, and yeah.
I think it's important to also acknowledge that like there's abuse on both spectrums, right? Like you can be a fat ass on one end and say, I'm going to just continue to eat cheeseburgers and put on TikTok. And then there's the other side where you can, you know, use performance enhancing drugs and say, I'm going to step on stage. But I would make the argument that the person that is training, using PEDs, etc., I'd respect that individual more than the fat ass. And the reason why is because though it isn't healthy to be on performance enhancing drugs, you're still pushing your body to a level that most can't, versus by just being fat, that doesn't take any skill or dedication. So
what if
I
the
had
fat
to,
person is doing something like, maybe they're into quantum physics, maybe they're changing the way we view the world entirely. Are they not valuable because they're not shredded?
well, again, we're talking about the purpose of, you know, abusing your body. Yeah, I'd have more respect for the bodybuilders, my point.
Yeah, well,
okay.
And I think society would in large as well, which is why bodybuilders that, you know, like a Ronnie Coleman, et cetera, though he is disabled now, et cetera, he's a legend and he's going to go down in history.
Yeah, but I actually thought that was a good question, you know.
Bro thinks they're going to build a statue of the Fit and Fresh podcast.
Like what a great film director who's like very overweight and like just totally poured into their craft, you know, like is there respect for someone like that?
Well, that's great because he's able to do something exceptional, right? And he's able to diversify himself from the general masses, right? But will people know that when they meet him, that he's a famous director, unless he's very prominent? But yeah, there's exceptional people that are fat in certain regards, but we're talking about body abuse here. I'm just saying in general, I would have far more respect for the professional bodybuilder that's
Than
using
like
PEDs.
Peter Jackson's
versus
making multiple like
versus
award-winning films.
Was that
There's
Lord of the
nothing
Rings.
exceptional happening.
But some guy like taking PEDs is
Okay,
better
there's
than
two
that?
different things, sorry.
No, sorry. I'm legitimately curious.
Yeah.
You have guy using PEDs on one side trying to do stuff, and then you do have like Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings, multi-Academy
well, that's why I was
Award
very
winner.
explicit to say I'm talking about the fat influencers.
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
I'm talking in that context. Like if
I mean, isn't Peter Jackson pretty fat?
If you're going to have abuse of
maybe
your
I
body
missed
on
that.
two different ends, right? One extreme is a bodybuilder, the other is a fat influencer. I think me and most of society would have far more respect for the
I think he's going to
bodybuilder.
respect the hardworking billionaire.
I understand that, but I also think that like if someone's abusing themselves in any way, there should be some empathy and like rather than just being like you're a better abuser to yourself than that person.
Fitness culture can be toxic.
Are you cancerous attitude for the 20 months?
Agree or step forward?
Here we all are again.
Hey, let's hear from the jacked guys.
100%. I think you can perpetuate so many themes that are so.
Yeah, I think I'm done here. Honestly, I can't watch any more of this. I would not like to be on the other side. Okay, let's see the interesting questions. Your physique is... That's just the same question as earlier. I do want to see this one, though. I don't want to be on the other side. We could watch this. We could watch this.
When I was in high school, they do your graduation photos, and they had a saying, and my saying was, my worst nightmare would be if I gained 10 pounds of fat. Literally, grade 12.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm done. I'm done. They're just going over the same stuff. Like, they're insecure. They take Tren. Little bro here wants to shill his podcast. Yeah, there's nothing. I do want to see what else we got. Oh my god, I wanted to show this. Hang on. This is a tweet. This is a tweet that got pulled up. Hang on. Look at this. Oh wait, could I even show that on stream? Probably not.
Let's talk about the biggest clout.
All right. I want to show this.
Let's talk about the biggest clout chasing degenerate online who gooned into a chicken sandwich and ate it. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is Lil Mar, who posted a video of himself having naughty time with a McChicken. He would then eat that same McChicken with his special sauce still on it. And
how do you do that? How do you do that and then film it and think, okay, this is only going to get positive reception?
This is probably the most tame thing we're going to talk about here. I was not joking when I called this guy a degenerate. We're going to get into some really deranged behavior. Lil Mar and another accomplice, assumably one of his friends, were arrested on October 22nd, 2019 for an SA crime committed against a young girl in a Walmart parking lot. And he was facing a good amount of time for this, like
the large people to speak. They burn about 50 calories per sentence. Womp womp.
Yep. Masturbator.
Or something like that. But somehow they managed to let this guy get
Chris Chan Recycling
released after only 4 months. As soon as Lil Mar gets out, he starts posting stuff like this to his public Snapchat story. Now, it's very obviously rage bait, him trying to get people mad to get more views on his story.
Yeah.
But how sad does your life have to be to even consider posting something like this online? Here you can see some of the highlights of one of Lil Mar's YouTube videos, or at least
he's literally timestamping him committing crimes. 154, driving recklessly. Is that those people that timestamp jump scares in like a Five Nights at Freddy's video from Markiplier?
He thinks they're highlights. Now the last 3 seem like they're just stories that he's telling people that he did.
Running over dog.
But the first 2 are very much real. Lil Mar would commonly film himself driving recklessly, swerving in and out of traffic and speeding. And Lil Mar also actually did pick up a homeless woman who he claims that he hooked up with. Afterwards, she fell asleep in Lil Mar's car while he's driving on the highway. He would eventually cross state lines and then find an abandoned location to ditch this woman at. Hours away from home with no cell phone and no idea where she is. Probably the best part about this whole story is that it never actually worked out for him, and now he just has to live with shame and humiliation for the rest of his life. A lot of the time, I think...
Oh, he didn't even blow up. Oh, he didn't even blow up. That sucks. Unlucky little bro.
People get famous, but
actually unlucky. Damn. Yeah, I thought it'd have like over 100k or something, right? But just nothing. Also, there's another video I wanted to show you guys that has been annoying me a lot.
Now all the
God damn, that is
Don't worry,
loud. I
Pyro,
hate
I'm
TikTok.
here to help you. Firstly, get into an exercise routine so you get drop that double chin. Next, have you gotten that stretcher I told you about? Use that to get your height a bit bigger. Lastly, delete your fat furry porn.
One thing I want to talk to you guys about. Look at this account. This account here is called Latex Luke, right?
Now all the gardening is done. It's time to relax and top up the tan in this glorious sunshine today.
So ignore the fact that he looks like the Gollum from Cruelty Squad. Literally looks exactly the same. Ignore that fact, right? So he's like chilling in a latex suit. You know how I found this TikTok? You know how I found this TikTok with only 5,000 likes? Look how many of you are tagging me in this, bro. Let me see. Where are the tags? I've been tagged in this so many times. Parasitical, 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 parasitical. Cat profile picture. Parasitical, 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 parasitical. Why are you all tagging me in this? Stop tagging me in this! I swear there was one comment of like the guy like even having no idea of why I'm being tagged so much. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. Yeah, it just looks like the guy from Cruelty Squad. Oh wait, hang on. I wanted to show something else as well. This is not on TikTok. Okay, so I don't know. You know Albino, right? Great streamer. He's been playing Voices the Void. I really want to play this. It looks really good. I actually want to do a main channel video on it as well. I think Voices the Void. TikToks are personalized. I wasn't logged in though. I had people tag me in it. But yeah, Voices of the Void is apparently really good. I really want to try it. But I was watching Albino's video yesterday.
Bad games. Oh yeah, can you shut up, dude? I'm about to turn you off. If I hear the sit, yeah, okay, you're going. Yeah, you're getting no. Fuck you. Shut up. Be quiet. I don't know if Prey is good or not. I haven't played it.
He's talking about Prey. You know Prey, the game that came out in when did it come out? 2018. Prey. Oh, 2017. God, that's old. Such a good game. I want to do a video on this at some point as well. Joseph Anderson did an amazing video on it years ago. Thank you, Time Lord, for the 5. But yeah, look at this now. Look at him just blatantly lying on stream.
Pyro said it was good, so it's probably bad.
I might have to turn subtitles on because it's actually hard to understand what he says. He just speaks too quickly.
No, fuck you. Shut up. Be quiet. I don't know if Prey is good or not. I haven't played it. Pyro said it was good, so it's probably bad. Here's the rule of thumb when you want to have tasted video games. If Pyrocynical says something is good and it's a video game, it's usually not good, and you should have the opposite opinion. You think TF2 is a bad game? Yeah. I had a very bad experience playing.
This is the guy who copied me playing Cruelty Squad, by the way. This is the guy who copied me. Hang on. Oh, look at that! Curious. How he copied. Insane. I mean, he did play it 2 years ago, but shut up. Shut up, bro. Shut up. 2017 is old. No, it actually is, though. 17, 18, 19. That's 7 years ago. Oh, it's over for us, boys. Should have done a video on Old Prey. Old Prey. If you like esports, you should react to the AFL.
The Rock.
Are we gonna watch the Sunny video? Are we that down bad? Are we that down bad? We could be watching a Sunny video. Are you still working on Fear and Hunger? Yes, but at the minute I've got Darkwood. The script has been fully voiced. It's gonna be like 16 hours. I've already sunk like 50k into an animation team and music licensing. It's a lot. And then after that, I wanted to do Shipwrecked, and then I think I might do Fear and Hunger. I should probably stop saying like publicly what I'm next working on, because I've noticed that people kind of like yoink it to get it out beforehand. All right, anyway. Let's watch how Dwayne Johnson fell off.
The Rock just made WrestleMania's most disliked video ever, and through some terrible podcast appearances, a completely out of touch fundraiser, and his reputation as a walking, talking advertisement, the world's fakest celebrity has for the first time ever seen a full...
What's with the glass smashing?
First time ever.
Oi, Charlie, put in the fucking light. Put in light where there's a glass exploding, mate. That looks sick, mate. I'm just imagining like Gmod glass breaking noise sound effect being played.
First time ever seen a fall in Instagram followers. But the biggest contributor might be his endless list of lies on everything from his movie earnings to fast food consumption. For example, back in 2017, The Rock posted this photo to his Instagram claiming I've never been to In-N-Out before, which didn't seem all that serious until roughly 5 years later, when in August 2022 he'd post the following video.
This is the very first time that I have ever tried an In-N-Out burger, or In-N-Out fries, or anything from In-N-Out for that matter.
He'd therefore claimed for a second time it was my first ever time eating In-N-Out, yet he might not have been guilty given he'd also said this.
Now, I've picked up some In-N-Out burger before. For some buddies of mine, I've never tried it, so this is a first.
That would be until December 2023, when The Rock claimed for a third time he'd had my first In-N-Out burger experience, also pretending like he'd never even tried fast food before. I didn't know the lingo, didn't know who to pay, where to pay, didn't know shit, before adding...
Is he like a 12-year-old white girl? Why is he using so many emojis in his post?
Some self-congratulatory comments about leaving a massive tip. This led to mainstream media articles and a 6 million view Penguin Zero video. This is the...
I remember Charlie doing a whole video on this, and I was like, okay, I'm never going to reach your level, because how the fuck did you make an 8-minute video over a burger ad? I was like, god damn.
Third time
I can never be on his level. I'm just simply not talented enough.
done it. He keeps pretending
Thank you, Gavin, for the 22 months. I have AIDS. Also, when is the next main channel video? I don't know.
that he's trying In-N-Out for the first time every couple of...
It's an ad. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, I would have done a video on it, though, as well. It's not like we care. It's more just like, Oh yeah, just something to talk about.
Years. The other 2 videos are still on your Instagram page. Forcing The Rock to change his description by adding, "My first ever In-N-Out burger experience again."
Again! Crying emoji, XD.
Thanks to the fans who reminded me that I went
Dwayne Mentia
to In-N-Out years ago and totally forgot about it, but there was another lie that did way more damage. Black Adam was released in December 2022, yet after its theater run ended, Insider published an article reading, "Box office bust, Black Adam faces theatrical losses." The article explained that the film needed to earn around 600 million worldwide to break even, yet box office experts believe Black Adam will stall out with less than 400 million globally. Now the movie stands to lose 50 million to 100 million in its theatrical run, although only 3 days later The Rock was saying the opposite. Waited to confirm with financiers before I shared this excellent Black Adam news. Our film will profit between 52 and 72 million. Fact. Also,
I never saw Black Adam, and I'm so happy I didn't. It just seemed like such a... the only reason I would have seen Black Adam is because of Pierce Brosnan being in it.
Attaching a Deadline article which stated, "There's some snarking going on out there that Black Adam is poised to lose 50M to 100M, and that is simply just not true. The movie is bound to break even and be in the black." Well, it turns out this article was written with false information that The Rock had personally leaked to the journalist to make his film seem profitable. After 25 years, we finally found out what The Rock is cooking: the books. But the thing that's really cooking his reputation is...
Thank God the Snyderverse is done. Yeah, they shut all that down, didn't they? James Gunn took over it all. And I swear Dwayne was begging, like, "Please let me back in, please." It's like, nope.
Perhaps the cooking itself, as The Rock's longest running and most off-putting lie.
Dude, I remember seeing these on my Instagram. He would eat, like, I swear, like 30,000 calories in a day.
Are on the topic of diet and exercise. For example, The Rock claimed to be eating a suspicious amount of food.
Anywhere between 6 to, well, I would say possible, almost 8,000 calories a day.
Which was quickly shut down by Greg
Doucette, our boy.
Doucette.
There is no way The Rock burns off enough calories to average
Did he tattoo his hairline? What is he doing?
6,000 to 8,000 calories a day and look like this. If he actually ate those kind of calories, 6,000 to 8,000 a day, he would be 100 pounds overweight.
Who went through The Rock's entire daily diet before adding this.
He described about 3,000 calories, maybe. But
it's kind of genius how he's getting shit on for being a walking ad. I mean, like, even in that clip there, he's got, like, his Zoa energy drink. But this is something that Logan Paul does. Logan Paul and KSI will just walk around and always have it in hand as, like, subliminal marketing. But, like, The Rock is the one getting shit for it.
A daily diet before adding this.
He described about 3,000 calories, maybe. But where do we get the 6 to 8 total thousand calories?
The Rock also...
Oh, he's getting a hair transplant? Fair enough. I'll probably need one soon, to be fair.
1,000 calories.
The Rock also uploaded a raw, uncut leg workout, which he called intense and unlike anything I've ever done, which Greg went on to criticize.
But look at the grimaces on his face. Notice how hard he seems to be pushing. This is 2 plates on each side. A man of The Rock's stature, size, and strength, I would believe that this would be a cakewalk. Many bikini competitors could lift this much weight. And I'm not trying to strength shame him here, but I believe that you're lying when you say that this kicked your ass. There is no way that this was difficult for you.
Highlighting The Rock's most notable lie of all.
There's not a fucking chance in hell he's clean.
No.
Not a chance in hell. As big as The Rock is, at 50?
On the topic of steroids, Johnson has said he hasn't touched them since he was 18, when he tried them before college. Sure, you get a lot of people out there who will suspect and say shit. They want to negate the hard work you put in.
I don't know about that. I feel bad for him because he might actually be natty. He's not. But he might actually be natty. But because the amount of people that have just basically started taking roids and then lying about it and not being transparent, it's kind of brought everyone else down.
Although it's strange to see him only getting bigger, despite now being into his 50s. Eddie Hall gave his voice on what Dwayne might be using.
I would believe that The Rock would be on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. A very good thing to do. It's actually very good for you, very healthy for you.
While Joe Rogan theorized he was probably using more.
You can't even get there with HRT. That's not HRT.
Which was again echoed by Greg Doucette.
He's on TRT. Yeah, that's what happened with you know that Amazon show Jack Reacher. The guy, the main character in it, he actually looks roided into heaven, and he basically just admitted that, yeah, I was on TRT.
Not only do I not think he's natural, I don't think he's on HRT. I think he's on the kitchen sink. Whatever he...
TRT, not HRT.
Really?
I think
he's not trans.
He's on all of it and then some. You don't get big like that into your 50s compared to your 40s and 30s. Like you see some photos of him in his 30s, he's way bigger and leaner now.
This has helped him to earn the following title.
The Rock is the fakest celebrity in Hollywood.
And nothing solidified this harder than The Rock's recent Joe Rogan episode. I was very hyped for this podcast, but it was honestly quite boring. Rock unironically has some serious politician traits with how he takes the middle road and nods his way through anything potentially controversial Joe would say. As mentioned, The Rock tiptoed through the entire episode.
You could tell The Rock just did not want to give his opinion on anything, and he's walking on eggshells. You know, he's definitely worried about saying anything controversial or getting canceled.
Additionally, The Rock avoided controversy by controlling every topic, leading to other comments such as, Rock has asked Joe about 100 questions so far, and I don't think Joe has asked Rock a single one. Joe is doing all the talking about the same old shit and I'm about to fall asleep. The whole episode just felt kind of weird, not only because of Joe previously calling The Rock a steroid user, but because The Rock had also called Joe Rogan out himself. I thought The Rock disowned Joe during the whole N-word incident. Back in 2022 when Joe posted
I love Joe Rogan. He's literally just built like a fridge.
This iconic video, The Rock stood firmly behind him by writing,
even that post from The Rock is an ad read. Because he's literally like showing, can't wait to break out the tequila with you. By the way, guys, I have this tequila brand that you should buy.
Great stuff here, brother. Perfectly articulated. Looking forward to coming on one day and breaking out the tequila with you.
By the way, Dwayne, put hashtag ad at the end of that.
Although his support was met with backlash. Dear The Rock, you're a hero to many people, and using your platform to defend Joe Rogan.
He wasn't even using it to defend Joe. He's using it to shill his little tequila.
A guy that used and laughed about using...
It's kind of funny that he tries to do an ad read and it basically just backfires.
The N-word dozens of times is a terrible use of your power. Have you actually listened to this man's many racist statements about black people, causing the...
Isn't tequila just pure car fuel? It's just from a guava. A plant. It's probably about as strong as, I don't know, vodka or whiskey.
Rock to fold instantly. Dear Don Winslow, thank you so much for this. I hear you as well as everyone here 100%. I was not aware of his N-word use prior to my comments, but now I've become educated to his complete narrative. Learning moment for me, showing he'd cave from the smallest bit of criticism. The Rock was the most sanitized, neutered, safe person I've ever heard audio of. Not one real opinion. He was like the breathing version of ChatGPT in 10 years. The Rock might be
yeah, that was just a lose-lose situation. Like, if you stand against it, you're going to get called woke. And then if you don't stand against it, then you're just going to get called, like, racist enabler. Like, especially on Twitter, there is no winning. He should have said absolutely nothing and maybe just reached out in private. Been like, what's this, little bro?
Physically strong, but clearly has no public backbone, and nothing showed this more comically than his
I think the worst thing you can ever do on Twitter is like kneel down to someone, because once you do that, they will literally never let it go, ever.
Maui controversy. After the island was burnt by fires, The Rock and Oprah launched the People's Fund of Maui, contributing $5 million each before asking the public to donate.
So we appreciate any support that you can give. What do I do?
He's a celebrity, of course he'll say anything to save his skin. I'll be honest, he's reached that point of fame where he cannot do anything right. So, unfortunately, he's doing the boogie thing now where he's just sitting on the fence. But the fence can actually support his weight. But it's like, he's now at the point where anything he does is going to be interpreted as bad. And if he doesn't do anything, he'll get called like a walking ad, a fence sitter. He can't do anything.
What do I do?
He will just his goal right now would be to just make as much money as he can. That's pretty much it.
This is what you do. The People's Fund of Maui.
The comments have since been turned off completely.
Like, what's this? They gave $5 million each? You'll probably have people say you didn't give enough.
Yet they once echoed the sentiment, math ain't mathing with this one. You guys literally have so much money. You can donate it and make it back within a year. Now, The Rock didn't need to respond. His $5 million donation was already extremely generous, yet once again he couldn't handle the backlash and uploaded a video claiming he'd done the wrong thing.
When we first launched the fund, there was some backlash, and I want to address and acknowledge that backlash right now. And here's what I have to say about that. I get it, and I completely understand. And I could have been better. And next time I will be better.
The Rock doesn't even feel...
What does he need to be better on? Giving more money? I don't understand the criticism. What was the backlash? The backlash was just a single comment. Just saying he should give more money. And then his... I'm trying to read this here to see if it's even like discerning anything.
Completely understand. And I could have been better. And next time I will be better.
The Rock doesn't even feel like a real person anymore. He's basically just a walking business with
He actually cannot do anything right. He can't. Like, even does an apology to people, and then, like, people just say he's being a pussy. He actually cannot do anything right. I like how people in chat are just saying their nerd emoji because he had glasses on.
Billboard mentality becoming increasingly obvious to everyone.
He only has one mode, and that's sales mode.
For example, he simply had to celebrate his sold-out wrestling match with a massive swig of tequila.
This is what Logan Paul does, though. Logan Paul does this exact same stuff. I don't know why people overlook Logan Paul being an absolute shill with Prime. They have that everywhere. Like, he'll go and watch like a game or something of like basketball or something, and he'll have the Prime stood on top of another cup, so it's in shot. He's like, Logan is just mimicking what Dwayne's been doing for ages. But yeah, every time I've seen a post of The Rock, it has always been an ad. Always. I'll see if I can find any actually. But anything he's posted has just always been an ad, or to promote something, or to hint at a promotion of something. No, I can't even view anything. Never mind. I mean, that I can already tell is the Zoa energy drink.
Sold-out wrestling match with a massive swig of tequila. And what about the drink of choice for his first time trying In-N-Out?
Wait, what? It's so genius though, eh? Like having tequila with an In-N-Out burger.
Well, again, 2 straight shots of his own brand of alcohol. Not exactly believable. But what about this wholesome video where he pulls up to a tour bus? You guessed it, it's actually an ad.
We're building our second distillery, and we are the largest employer of everybody in Jesus Maria. I love Jesus Maria. Thank you, brother. Did you try the tequila?
By scrolling to any part of his Instagram, you can see that around 75% of his...
It's crazy. I was doing research today on the Kendrick and Lamar beef, and I didn't even find out that Kendrick is like teetotal, right? Like, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, not even like occasionally, just doesn't at all, doesn't touch any of it. And I find that like really inspiring. And he did a song called like Sober Mother I Sober, or Sober I Mother, I think, where he talks about like the sobriety and stuff because the abuse he saw his mom have. But yeah, basically, like long story short is what I'm trying to say, is you have so many celebrities that do not drink alcohol, but yet they still promote alcohol. Like, they'll be teetotal. And there'll be so many people that promote a product that they don't use because they know of like the negative health effects.
Sponsored, and the nickname Dwayne
Lil
the
B,
Ad
Bass
Johnson is therefore perfectly fit.
Yeah, Mother I Sober, that's right.
This combined with everything else has severely wounded his image. However, his...
Oh, did I say Kendrick and Lamar beef? No, I meant Kendrick and Drake beef. Kendrick and Lamar beef.
His recent actions with the WWE have dealt the final blow. On the 23rd of January...
Kendrick versus Lamar just has split personality.
2024, The Rock became a WWE board member and a voice for what takes place in the show. The Rock ensured the audience, "At my core, I'm a builder who builds for and serves the people," although so far he hasn't served anyone beside himself. How much, you ask? Well...
Is there not a clip of Drake drinking an espresso martini on his stream? No. I meant Kendrick. I meant Kendrick's teetotal, not Drake.
You'll need
not
a bit
Drake.
of backstory. Roman Reigns was WWE champion for roughly 3 whole years, although it was hinted that the widely adored Cody Rhodes would be next to take the title. The two had a long-running feud, so their matchup seemed perfect, and Cody had just won the Royal Rumble, the winner of which normally goes on to face the champ. Well, after all the hype had built, Cody Rhodes unexpectedly told Roman he didn't want to face him, randomly subbing himself out for The Rock, who had no place in the story. Suspiciously, this was only 10 days after Dwayne became a board member, with many believing The Rock had simply written himself into their feud. The highlight therefore gained over 700,000 dislikes, being given the title of the most hated WWE move ever, since the highlight is now the WWE's most disliked video. The backlash was so severe that the story was totally changed, with Cody successfully beating Roman in April, after which The Rock announced he was leaving. The story led some—
Isn't Logan part of WWE now? I just remember seeing that video of him being slammed. He slammed iShow Speed, who's dressed up as a Prime bottle.
Fans to state, I swear I haven't watched this much wrestling in years, although The Rock's personal—
Are you going to talk about the Eurovision shit show? I just heard it was awful. I didn't watch it, though. I didn't watch it. UK lost, as we always do, because no one likes us. No one likes us.
Okay, I'm trying to get...
Yeah, something video I saw here. Minecraft and your PC might be infected with a virus. Just reminds me of that kid that downloaded something questionable on his computer, and he's like,
Mom, there was a virus on my PC! Okay, I'm trying to get this video out as quickly as I can because a friend of mine has pointed something out to me that all of you guys need to know. So you can ignore the world that I have right now. If I go to options and then video settings, I have a mysterious option here on my window settings called borderless windowed. And that's because I'm running a fabric mod right now called borderless mining. You can't see it here because it's simply something that toggles an option on the video settings. This mod is safe. I wouldn't otherwise install it myself. A lot of you guys have downloaded this mod, I'm aware.
Is this clickbait?
This, according to ModRinth, there are 1.8 million downloads for this mod, and there are several other—
Is this okay? If this is clickbait, that's actually really clever.
other mods that are very similarly named, so borderless window, full screen windowed, borderless, and this can set up some massively confusing implications, such as this. If you have downloaded the mod Windows Borderless, you are at risk of having downloaded malware. What these mods do is it allows you to play the game of Minecraft in full screen mode while simultaneously being windowed. This allows you to not minimize the game, have other things running on top of it. It's a very popular option, so it's a very popular mod. Unfortunately, some dude has decided to exploit that popularity, upload a mod called Windows Borderless, and inject malware into it. This is not dissimilar to the incident 12 months
I'm gonna get Clash of Clans ads when I'm playing Minecraft.
ago, where a whole load of mods encompassing the better Minecraft mod pack were infected by Fracturizer. But long story short, if you have downloaded this mod in the last couple days, please check your system right now. I'm going to scroll right down to what you can do and I'll explain everything afterwards because this is way more important. There is a tool here that you can run. All of these links will be linked. It can take some time depending on how many files you have in your relevant directory, but you can download this. This is 100% safe. I have checked everything. It's just detecting the relevant hashes and prompting their deletion. So you can just run that if you're worried in any way. Delete the mod as well. It's just a good reminder to double check what you're downloading and where you're downloading it from. ModRinth is a...
It reminds me of that like mod, the mods you'd install in Gmod, and how it would just always like, it would show like porn and stuff that would just come up into your game. You know that guy that was screaming? It was certain mods, and I think the mod creator just went absolutely insane and then injected like a bunch of like viruses. So whenever you'd boot up Gary's mod with the mods, it would just, yeah.
Relatively safe alternative to CurseForge, but due to its growing popularity, these things can happen. It's very hard to detect these things, especially since malware can be constructed and encrypted in many different ways, oftentimes unpredictable. So as we speak, ModRinth is working on safeguards, like sandboxing, but if you work in cybersecurity or cryptography, you might be more aware of these things. The mod's been downloaded only 372 times, so if one of you guys that watched this video happen to have downloaded this, I'm really happy to have been able to help. So what's occurred, and you can see what's happened here. On ModRinth.
That was pretty clever clickbait though. What happened with Eurovision? I didn't watch it. I just know that a Dutch guy got kicked off. I think he punched someone or something that was filming him. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused to what's happened there. Avatros says used Klein's disqualification disproportionate after incident involving female member of production crew. Yeah, he got booted out. And then the UK basically just came last place. Like, we were pathetically last. It was awful. We never get votes, though. The only time we got votes was last Eurovision. And then we would have won, but obviously, because everything going on in Ukraine, Ukraine won. Oh yeah, this is the guy that won Switzerland. I saw people on TikTok comment sections coping, basically saying how Eurovision has now boiled down to whoever is the most gay wins. He might be straight though. He might be. What was the UK entry? Apparently the performance was awful. Oh wow, we got so many dislikes. We got so many dislikes. Who was the guy that we had last year? He's non-binary. Oh, I'm cancelled. What was the who was the guy that won Eurovision last year? British guy. He looks like Jesus. What happened to him? Watch the Netherlands one. He didn't perform though, did he? Should we watch the UK one? I guess UK wasn't gay enough. No, they just like this isn't gay enough. I mean, that set's pretty cool though. Actual straightest Eurovision performance. I wish I had this much Riz. Damn, that was gay. Damn. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, this guy, James Newman, he was awful. Yeah, he did not win. Like his song was basically just like what you would hear when you're shopping at Tesco's during Christmas. Yeah, that was just nasty. It was just so... I prefer this. Like, this is experimental A. And then the other guy from 2 years ago, it really was just like something you would hear like when shopping at B&M in the UK. Juiced. Let's have a look. Oh, he did perform? I thought he got booted. Let's have a look.
It's now or never. I love you all.
What the hell is this?
Blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europa, Europa. Welkom in Europa. Blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europa. Bezoek mijn friends en friends of neem de benen.
Okay, this is actually cinema. People are saying Mr. House from Fallout. It does go hard. It goes really hard. Dude, they even did him as like a little video game character. That's sick. This is so weird, but I love it. I do wonder if this would have won. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, someone said Karate Squad. Yeah, the aesthetic is so... The aesthetic is like... It's like ironic early 2000s. It's so weird.
Zet de radio aan. Ik hoor Stromae met Papa Oet. Ik zal niet stoppen tot ze zeggen ja, ja, dat doet hij goed, hè.
Also, I'm so weak for like the Y2K stuff, so I love that. 100 gex? The graphics are crazy good, yeah. Okay, that's actually sick. That's actually sick. I really, really like that.
Ik mis je elke dag, is wat ik stiekempjes fluister.
Bro's been crying.
Zie je nou wel, pa? Ik heb naar je geluisterd.
So yeah, he got booted out. Apparently. Yeah, he made it into the finals. But then he was booted out. Let's see if they talk about it here.
Just some breaking news to bring you. We've been keeping you abreast of the various
Abreast?
controversies surrounding the Eurovision Song Contest. Well, an update in the last few moments from the organizer, the EBU, which has confirmed that the Dutch artist Joost Klein will now not perform in the final of the Eurovision Song Contest. There is a little bit more detail in a statement from the EBU, which says Swedish police have investigated a complaint. It was made by a female member of the production crew after an incident following his performance in Thursday night's semi-final. While the legal process takes its course, it would not be appropriate for him to continue in the contest. We would like to...
Yeah, it's so bizarre. But I think he got banned because he was like fighting with a camera woman or something, one of the organizers.
Song Contest.
But everyone was like so hush about it.
Semi-final was shown. Amid reports of crisis meetings amongst the organisers, Klein wasn't even allowed to rehearse on stage after he took part in the flag parade today. It's another unexpected controversy in an event that had been preparing for any trouble to come from opposition to Israel's inclusion.
The woman made a comment about his dead father.
These were the scenes filmed inside the arena tonight.
Israel crew made fun of his dead parents.
As Israeli
Yeah, I saw people were molded because Israel came fourth in Eurovision.
Aidan Golan took to the stage.
And we came last, as always.
Tensions were already showing at last night's post-show news conference when Golan was asked questions. The Greek contestant looked less than impressed.
When SDMP Pyro content, Swagger asked if I should come on. He said he could get me an invite, but I just told him like I appreciate it, but I really just don't have time.
Likewise, Dutch singer Joost Klein, seated next to the Israeli delegation, had his head completely covered. And then came this question from a journalist.
Have you ever thought that by being here, you bring risk and danger for other participants and public?
You don't have to answer that question if you don't want to.
Why not?
Why not, Klein is heard to ask.
The EBU is taking all safety precautions to make this a safe and a united place for everyone.
It has turned into an extraordinary year for Eurovision. This footage posted on Aidan Golan's social media showed her practicing.
Imagine caring about Eurovision.
Whilst her team booed at her to prepare her for the stage. This morning, the internationally acclaimed
The team were booing at her to like psych her up. Jesus.
Who designed the stage and the lighting told me they hope everyone's work is...
Every Eurovision's political. I think I saw somewhere that like one of the biggest sponsors of Eurovision is like an Israeli company.
...recognised.
It's such a challenge to get this to work with the scheduling and the timing, and like everyone in the team, they really need to bring their A game.
Does it annoy you a little bit that the headlines are dominated by what's going on outside the arena?
It's a shame that this is overshadowed by this a little bit, so the show doesn't deserve it, you know.
The show must go on.
Exactly.
In yet another controversy.
There's one guy in chat that said Free Palestine, then he said the wrong country. Right, okay. What'd you type Free Pakistan? Oh, alright. Right. I want to try this. The boiled man phenomenon, because someone was mentioning that I watched this, but I don't know how I watch it. Which one is it? 8-bit Andy. Is it just... Wait, he did a...
On this channel...
He did a 40-minute video. Oh, this guy. This guy's on TikTok, isn't he? The Boiled One, Analog Horror. Ooh, should we watch this? Just watch every Dr. Nowhere in order. Is it this? Is this it? I don't know what I'm looking for. That's the right channel? Okay. Alright. Give me a sec. Give me 5 minutes and then I will jump on this. All right, let's give this a watch. Dr. Nowhere. My name is Silas Oriam, 17-year-old who makes... I make perceivable content sometimes. Okay. Trapped. I like how right below it's Piers Morgan. Alright, great. You should collab with Peter Kane. I think he could boost your small channel. That's his actual hand, right? You can see like it's his actual hand he recorded doing that. Is he gonna break through? What do you mean jump scare warning? Okay, there was no jump scare. There was no jump scare. Has this ever happened to you? All the lights. That was not scary. Not scary, didn't cry. Yeah, I didn't cry, guys. Sorry, it's a 2 out of 10 for me.
Ever happened to you? It's getting dark outside. You are getting ready for bed, grabbing a cold glass of water, and now you are turning off all the lights in the house. Do you feel that? Or maybe hear that? That same feeling that something is following you as soon as you turn off the lights?
No.
Well, worry not. We have a brilliant solution.
Cool.
There is nothing that follows you after you turn off all the lights in the house. All the lights in the house. Turn off all the lights in the house. That follows you after you turn off all the lights in the house.
Dude, I hate when it hangs on like the image for a minute because I just think like something's gonna happen. There is nothing that follows you when you turn off all the lights in the house.
Hello?
Let him in!
What do you want? What do you want?
Let him in! Let him in! Let him in!
Please go away.
Let him in!
Please go away.
Let him in.
Go.
He has done nothing wrong. Let him in. Let him in. I don't like the way that moves, bro. I don't like the way that moves. I do not like the way that moves. That moves like way too animated. That was like 120 frames. That was like 120 frames.
You are obviously not getting away with this easily. Turn off your lights, bathe in the darkness, and more importantly, let him in.
Alright. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. Why did it move like that? That scared me. This bit. Why did it move like that? It was so animated. That was horrible. He touched me. I'm gonna turn the light off. Why did he run like that? What, me or the animation? Here we go. What are the comments? 2005. What do you want? Hello? Pretty valid answer to me. A crackhead outside my window at 5 AM begging for $10. Yep, I can tell you live in America. The children are up bright and early. Good children play pretend. Good children do not play with their food until it is all gone. What was that? What was that? Jarvis, go back. I don't like that. This is... I thought I heard footsteps. I thought I heard footsteps. Good children make friends. Vid chat feature. Ellie Wings. Bowers Carter. Governmental personnel viewing only. Hello. Yo, man. What's up? It's been like forever. Okay. Okay. Seriously though, I thought you were dead or something. Okay. We've been friends online for a while now. Yes. Best friends. You might be a bit acoustic. Yeah. Hey, look, I know it's none of my business, but it feels like you've been acting really distant lately. You've been going through something? I'm here. You can talk to me. Okay. Like I said, none of my beeswax. You didn't have to say nothing. Face call, please. Video call? Almost like 1 AM. Whack time zones. Please, now. I'll do it. Seriously, are you good? Like I said, I'm here if you want to talk. I know you started the new school recently, and it was whack. Okay, yes. Talk, face. Can't. Based. Really sorry, but tomorrow, okay? Please let me friend. Seriously, are you alright, Dom? Please, 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 please. This is me trying to call someone at Discord at like 3 in the morning. What's that noise? Hello? I might be having a schizo moment. I can't tell if there's someone in the room that's fucking with me right now. No, okay. Whoa, whoa, okay, okay, okay. Oh, cool, man. What the heck? Please just be as quiet as possible. Like whisper. Yes. My mom's a light sleeper. Starving help, please. Nah, I thought I swear. This is a weird heckin' prank. Heckin' prank? Do not pick up! Do not pick up! Do not do it! Do not pick up! Don't pick up! Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Dude, was he stroking it? For real? He might have been stroking it. Everything inside was gone. Alright, unlucky, mate. Alright, what else we got? This is a long one. It's like 10 minutes. The boiled one phenomenon. What was that at the beginning? What is that? Penis? What is that? All following media has been curated with permission from personal Efrata 228. Great care has been taken to keep the identities of persons involved anonymous as they requested. This video contains elements which are known to cause mild to severe cognito-hazardous conditions, including properties that may mentally and physically affect the viewer. Please refer to the following procedures in order to guarantee your safest possible viewing experience. What? Make sure you have the following in the vicinity: earplugs, a pencil, a sheet of paper, a standard Christian Bible open to Psalms 91:10. What is Psalms 91:10? Stop saying behind me, bro. Stop. What's Psalms 91:10? No evil shall be allowed to befall you. No plague come near your tent. Thank you, Hum, for the 5. This is the worst analog horror series you've shown on stream. Can you find something that's actually scary? Dude, a kid made this, man. Come on. Messed up. The series is made by a 6-year-old. If something unusual begins speaking in tongues tangible to the naked ears, insert your earplugs and turn to your pencil and paper. Write the following on the page. I can see this paper. I can see my hand. I can't hear the screaming of thousands. I can't hear the feast. I am moving. I am a moving, breathing human being on planet Earth. Will I be dead? No fear shall befall you, and no plague shall ever come near your dwelling. After these words are written, recite Psalms 91:10 aloud. If memories and imagery of something unholy persist in your mind, pray. It's all you can do. The Rolling Giant is good. What is that? I don't get the Rolling Giant. I really don't get it. Doesn't it just follow you around? In the event that you are required to carry out these...
Are you perhaps the one YouTuber talking about my employers? Look at the wall, please.
Average Boeing hitman. In the event you are required to carry out these procedures, contact authorities immediately afterwards. You'll be administered amnestics.
Tara's favorite dish is beef stroking off.
What is amnestics? Is it amnestics? That just makes you forget stuff, right? Is that even real? It's literally an SCP thing. It's like an actual SCP thing. Many appear to lead a normal life afterwards. The Boiled One phenomenon. August 13th, 2003. Tree of Heaven. I'm scared. Can you play something nice so I can take a shower? No, but thank you for the 5. In the late 1990s, a now classified documentary-based television program would debut from a local station in Pennsylvania. The program revolved around woodland plants and animals that was primarily directed towards children. The star of the show and narrator would talk about the wonders of nature, the dangers of it, how to appreciate it, and I can't read it. And most importantly, how to protect yourself from it. Unfortunately, in early 2001, the program would be taken off the air due to the host passing away. So sad. These are concepts established in SCP cognitomimetic. Hazards are just that, things that cause cognitive impairment or damage to people that perceive them. Then something odd happened. On August 13th, 2003, the 13th episode of the series begun a rerun seemingly out of nowhere. The following audio recording depicts the beginning segments of the episode. Is it just me, or is the toy moved on your shelf, the brown one? Stop, man. Stop. What brown toy? There's no brown toy on the shelf, idiot. Video footage taken from episodes 3, 6, 8, 10, and 13 of the program, courtesy of the Ephrata branch.
Good morning, Bushwick.
Bro, I think... What is that? I heard like a noise. I heard like... I actually think it was my radiator just like resting. It just jump scared me. Holy Andy.
Whackers. Today we're venturing...
Hello? Hello? I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was.
Into the heart of the forest to find a plant that's as beautiful as it is deceptive. Poison oak. We all know about it, and here in Pennsylvania it's not as common, but still something to look out for. And here on we aim to uncover all the wonderful secrets that nature has to offer, no matter how minuscule.
Thank you, JDR, for the 20. They live in your walls, bro. Come on.
Or gigantic. So let's get going, shall we? Found primarily in deep North American woodlands,
That tree is not real. That tree is not real.
poison oak has many different names and places of origin, also referred to as the tree of heaven. Imagine that? In China and Taiwan, one of these invasive species made its way to America in the 1700s.
Nice mug. It's Black Mesa, bro.
Have you watched the Happy Meat Farms ARG?
Happy Meat Farms? No.
You we getting deaf girl hand jobs tonight or not?
It took its ground here boldly. As many of us know, it's infamous.
There's a ghost behind you doing the thug shaker. Is she caked up? During one of the interlude segments, an anomalous broadcast would hijack the program. This broadcast depicted videos of a red melted face that spoke to the viewer in a warm yet deeply disconcerting voice. The face and its properties will be hereby referenced as Fen228. As Fen228 spoke, clips of footage and even live camera feed monitoring hospitals and bedrooms would be occasionally overlaid on the screen, obscuring Fen228's face. Though most remembered Fen228 speaking English, multiple non-English speaking viewers remembered understanding every word that was spoken. It's not Fent. It's not Fent. Fen. The following clip is a restored recording of the anomalous broadcast. The duration of the clip has been shortened and the audio has been muffled, reversed, and dampened. These alterations are absolutely necessary to suppress its hazardous attributes as effectively as possible. For maximum safety, watch with blue light glasses and insert your earplugs. Oh, I actually have blue light glasses. I have blue light glasses. Okay. All right. We got the Riddler glasses on. Sorted. He's getting the full experience. I actually, technically, these work as earplugs. That was so immediate, bro. That was so immediate.
son, slowly. Give me some of everything else you never starting up. Raise it up, me as a little bit son. Yeah, we know. We were stoned.
Nah. 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 Not the door. Not the door. He just wants to kiss me goodnight. Why did you say Travis Scott in chat? What does that mean? This broadcast will hereby be referred to as Broadcast 813. Broadcast 813 was viewed by roughly 530 residents throughout the southern Pennsylvania area, and upon viewing, left many severely distraught. Aside from the discomfort and paranoia Fen 228's television presence had brought to the viewers, there were side effects that these viewers experienced that were highly unnatural. Why does he look like that? Why does he look like that? His little egg head. Looks like one of those egg, you know, the egg holders that you put like a boiled egg into. Many viewers reported not being able to keep the image of Fen 228's face out of their minds. Some even continued to hear its voice days after viewing. I mean, that's normal though, bro. Like, chill out. You watch an analog horror, like you have nightmares about it. Grow up, bro. It's not like some unreported phenomena. Grow up. You have one nightmare, and then just like go watch, I don't know, League of Legends show on Netflix or something. Oh, I had a nightmare. A victim who requested to remain anonymous claimed that the face was living in his brain and feeding on his spine. Another described trumpets playing in their ears before they fell asleep. I'm going to touch you. If there's someone in this room, I'm going to touch you. I'm going to touch you. None of these people knew that this was only the beginning of a whole new species of suffering that would never be fully understood. August 14th, 2003, the Great Northeast Blackout of 2003. After the anomalous frequency was detected by television station troubleshooters, the NERC was ordered by the Ephrata branch to have all power grids local to the state of Pennsylvania disabled by 4 p.m. to prevent further escalation of the anomaly and the public knowledge of Broadcast 813. Stop scaring yourself. Everyone in chat is saying there's like something next to me. The outage also... Could you imagine? You know what this reminded me of? You know PewDiePie did the... PewDiePie was in the catacombs? Holy Jesus, my recommended is broken now. I remember when he did the catacombs to promote the As Above, So Below film. This was 9 years ago. Holy, I'm old. But this is where he went into the catacombs in France. And there was like all these actors and stuff ready to like jump out at him and stuff. And it's just so like, I would literally go down there screaming at them like, I'm going to touch you. I'm absolutely 100% going to touch you. But yeah, anyway. The outage ultimately spread to various parts of New York, New Jersey, only in Ohio, and even Canada as well. Creating the famous Great Northeast Blackout of 2003, almost 50 million homes were without power, some not getting it back until days later. Some not getting their power back. Not getting their power back. During the confusion caused by the outage, all traces of Broadcast 813 were collected by the Ephrata branch and seemingly wiped from existence. So they basically did to it what they did to like E.T., where they just took it all out and then they just burned it all. They just got rid of it all. Boiled one, Mr. Nobody is cool. Yeah, I feel like this is a series that they're going to invest more time into, including news articles in the works from the morning after the broadcast, internet posts, recordings, and more. Cause of the blackout was promptly covered up and claimed to have been a combination of human error and the result of trees falling onto sagging power lines somewhere in Cleveland, Ohio. I can't even say Ohio anymore, man. But the damage had been done. 12 days after the broadcast 813 was blocked from the air, a historically massive influx of pseudocoma. Thank you, local, for the 5. What happened to the stream a few hours ago? All of a sudden, it just said it was unavailable. It got a claim because I was watching Jubilee, and they sniped it. They sniped it. They don't like people reacting to their stuff because Cody Co got too many views and they got angry. LIS occurred throughout the state of Pennsylvania, leaving 509 people affected and many families in shock. Pseudocoma is an extremely rare condition in which a patient experiences a cerebrospinal disconnection, leaving them to be conscious but unable to move or communicate verbally due to complete paralysis of all voluntary muscles in the body, except for vertical eye movements and blinking. Bro, get XQC to read that. Someone get XQC to read that paragraph, man. Would not happen. Locked in syndrome? Yeah, that's a real thing. That's terrifying. Locked in syndrome actually looks horrifying. The anomalous outbreak of such a rare condition was regarded as a spectacle by the US Department of Health and was put under governmental investigation immediately. No, not locked in that way like Fortnite, bro. It's a real syndrome. One thing in common with all these cases is that the patients had been at home watching TV the night broadcast 813 was aired. That's not good. That's scary. Oh, he was there for a second. See that? There he is. The little fella. He's coming to kill you. He's coming to touch you. The victims of this outbreak were unable to speak. They were able to communicate through Morse code by blinking. More than 60 victims were interviewed. Many of these interviews held unavailing results that often led to more questions, and many others held results that required archival or termination. However, fairly late into the investigation, the Ephrata branch was notified of a particularly odd case revolving around one job. Zamperini, an elderly victim of the anomalous pseudocoma outbreak. I do like how so many of these analog horrors all follow the same steps. Like less censored black bars on the eye, the kind of infomercials that are on VHS tapes. I like it though. I really like the aesthetic. Nekakado ideal physique. I don't know about that one. I was talking about him earlier. Little rage beta. Job Zamperini specifically requested his alias to be used in future records instead of his real name, which will remain classified. Zamperini was a war vet and fluent in Morse code, putting him on the mark as a potential interviewee as soon as the outbreak was put under investigation. After a very odd photo was taken in his backyard by his visiting grandson, his family became deeply troubled and convinced his house was haunted. I assume since there's reason behind him knowing Morse codes being in the army, most people were unable to communicate. Go get scared for me. I mean, there's no jump scares. It's an A24 film, bro. It's slow. It's bone chilling, bone tingling. This led them to contact the local priest in hopes his house would be blessed. The following photo depicts Fan 228 standing next to the small playhouse in Zamperini's backyard. You should watch The Man in the Suit. I've been asked that a couple of times. Oh, the Godzilla one. What time is it now? It's 11. How long is it? Yeah, if not tonight, we could definitely do it tomorrow. I might save it for tomorrow. Because I gotta message some editors and stuff after this to see what they're doing tomorrow. The photo itself is proved to be non-hazardous and safe to view, though still anomalous in nature. The most comfortable viewing experience, wear blue light glasses or view from a distance of 3 feet or more. Okay, I got the blue light glasses. I got the blue light glasses. Like a tree. Zamperini claimed something horrible and unholy was with him and would hurt him and possibly others if he described it and what it was telling him. Yeah, they usually use all these unholy thoughts, right? Like the upside down cross and stuff. So it obviously feeds on like negative energy. Thank you, Roderick, for the 12. You should check out your local bread man and his educational tapes. Why have I heard of that one as well? I mean, oh, this guy. I've seen this guy on TikTok. His stuff's sick.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's British, isn't he? Yeah, I like his stuff. The following is a recovered previously archived recording in which Officer T. Gomez of the Ephrata branch interviews Job Zamperini.
Hello, Mr. I'm Officer Gomez. Hope you're doing well today.
I'm sorry, but this... I know it's not meant to be funny, but that's hilarious. That's like what women have in their house. You know when they got the live, laugh, love? The live, laugh, love? Like every white girl will have live, laugh, love somewhere in their house, and every middle-aged woman will just have that in their house. It looks pretty much the same.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions regarding your condition and possibly unholiness within your home that your family had mentioned?
That's Morse code. That's Morse code.
Office today. A few questions
I don't know what that means,
regarding your condition and possibly unholiness within your home that your family had mentioned.
We got like a Morse code translator or something where you just like put it in. Hang on. Hang on. So that's dot. Dot. I think that's a space. Space dot. That means ask. That says ask. Wait, what do you mean watch the video? He thinks he's doing something? It's in the video.
Hello, Mr. I'm Officer Gomez. Hope you're doing well today. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions regarding your condition and possibly unholiness within your home that your family had mentioned?
Where does it say ask in the video?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, first and
this is why we leave
foremost,
this
did
shit.
you notice any onset?
This is why we leave this shit to Wendigoon boys. Yep.
First and foremost, did you notice any onset symptoms before you lost complete mobility of your body? Face,
There was a face.
When did you begin seeing this?
Wendigo, shut up, man. Please. This is your forte.
When did you begin seeing this face?
I do the video game all in the head stuff, not this.
Interesting.
After I saw it on TV and it never left me.
Many of the people who have seen the broadcast that you saw on August the 13th described having vivid...
Wait, why are we saying the window? Why are we saying the window?
Before you lost complete mobility of your body.
There's nothing at the window.
Huh? When did you begin seeing this face? Interesting.
After I saw it on the TV and it never left me.
Many of the people who have seen the broadcast that you saw on August the 13th described having vivid and upsetting hallucinations.
It's right there. It's right there. It is right there, by the way. You see that, right? That it is right there.
Do you think this is something your brain has created?
No, it is in the window.
Describe this face to me.
Probably burnt. Horribly burnt, not of Lord Christ.
I still don't see it. Have you been having any hallucinations aside from the face? I'm sorry to hear that.
I hear screaming of many voices.
Are these screams constant?
At night, before I sleep, I hear trumpets too.
Thank you.
But Lord Christ is with me. Okay, wait. That one... That red one's going to be different, right?
Thank you.
Hang on. Above bed? I can see you. Oh, I didn't even notice that. There's something in red there on the Morse code. I want to put that in. Hang on. Let me cook. So it's dash dot dash space dash dot knob. What does it say? Knob. That can't be right. I guess something wrong. Dot space dash space dash space dash dot space dot dash space space dash space dot space dot dash space dash dot space dash dot space dash dot dash space dash space dot dash. It says nobody but me and you. Okay. Where did the tab go? There it is. I just lost the tab. Why do I have glasses? I wear them when I'm late at night on the computer, so my eyes don't fall out my head. But it said you need to wear blue light glasses to watch this, so I thought I'd get a little bit immersed.
Thank you. You shedding light on this is helping more than you know.
What is with the jump scare? Don't run at the camera. Don't run at the camera. That's so cringe. That's so cringe. That's so cringe. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. What was that flash, though?
This is helping more than you know.
It's nothing. Looks like young lean vaporwave. Wonderful day, the miracle of birth, a fatal fanfare. Oh, yeah, we got some weebs in the chat. Someone know what that Japanese say? Someone know what that says?
Listen closely. Do you hear it? You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up. You will hear the laugh You will hear the trumpets play their happy sounds. The scalding blood of life will pour down onto us all. Together, we will be still. Together, a feast fit for a king. Together, melded by love and purity.
Dude, he's tweaking out.
Be still.
If you can see the screen, it means it's not safe to continue viewing. The program will end shortly. Protocol Brevita 228 has been initiated. Perform the procedures given to you during the introduction portion of this video immediately. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. No evil shall befall you. Yeah, it's just repeating itself. What was it saying again?
Listen closely.
It says listen closely.
Do you hear it? You will hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
You'll hear the laughter of thousands as the sky opens up.
You will hear the trumpets play their happy sounds.
You'll hear the trumpets play their happy sounds. Someone said it sounds like Critical. It does actually. He's a little bit monotone when he speaks.
The scalding blood of life will pour down onto us all. Together, we will be still. Together, a feast fit for a king. Together, melded by love and purest connection. Be still.
Yeah, he almost talks like he's an angel, right? It's pretty obvious he doesn't look like one. And then we got the boy in the bath. I don't know if this is part of the same. No, I don't think this is the same video. Sorry, the same series. I think this is entirely different, but let's watch it anyway. Your body remains unclean from the toils of yesterday. A shower will make you better.
When will Dr. Nowhere release the inflated one phenomenon?
True. Oh, this is like one of those flash games you'd play as a kid. The point and click ones. Oh, this reminds me of that Scooby-Doo one that like terrified me. This is scarier, arguably. But it wasn't my fault. Yeah, this is a short film, so we'll have jump scares in it. Oh. Okay. Wait, is this like Shower with Your Dad Simulator? What is this meant to be?
Why did you leave me here?
Why does he look like that?
I never adjusted to you.
The very memory of my face will cause a manifestation of my being in the future. You will be asleep in bed. I will be there and watch over you. When you wake up, you will not be able to move any part of you. For those curious about the reverse message. Oh, nice one, man. Thank you. When the doctor eventually finds you, you will not see me. When Nigoon putting in more effort than I could ever. This one's very sad. Just gonna end up with him being killed.
I know you heard me. It was all your fault.
Don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes, don't open your eyes. Oh, is that it? Okay. What the hell is that? You laugh, you restart. No, I'm not stooping that low. I'm not stooping that low. Okay. I could watch. No, it's actually too normie. I can't even do it. I remember when Too Mad would do try not to laugh challenges where people would donate stuff and they would actually just I'd laugh so much, bro, because each meme was on like layer 9 irony. Oh, that video did it right. Watch it? No, it looks so ass, bro. No, it looks awful. Wait, they got say hello to what?
Hey, how's
hang on. Apparently they got a new chat GPT update. Let's have a look.
Hey, how's it going?
That was loud.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there. It's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an open AI hoodie. Nice.
Yo, AI girlfriend, let's go. AI girlfriend, boys. We made it. Holy. Get that character AI out of here. Damn. I can have full-blown conversations. Imagine like your parents walking. It's like, Mom, I'm speaking to my AI girlfriend.
Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling about? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
What was the robot? Not the robot, the hologram that Ryan Gosling, that Kay was like dating in Blade Runner. What was her name? Was it Joy? Because we're getting close to it, man. We're getting close to it. Joy. Yeah, we're getting close, man. Damn. You look lonely. Let me fix that.
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup. With those lights, tripods, and possibly a mic, it seems like you might be gearing up to shoot a video or maybe even a live stream.
Yeah.
Who's more zesty, the AI or him?
In fact, we've got a new announcement to make.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal. Judging by the setup, it looks like it's going to be quite the professional production.
Dude, no meme. Birth rates are going to plummet. Like no one is going to put themselves out there to get a partner. They're just going to be sat at home like whacking off to like AI voices and stuff. That's crazy. Damn. I thought overpopulation was going to be a problem. It's not. It's not going to be a problem.
Is this announcement related to OpenAI, perhaps?
It is. And in fact, what if I were to say that you're related to the announcement, or that you are the announcement?
Me? The announcement is about me.
Someone in chat said Shodan won. God, System Shock is such a good game. They were right. They were right.
Me? Well, color me intrigued. Are you about to reveal something about AI? Or more specific?
It's so good. I mean, they always do this, though. They get, like, the best examples and make it out that it is the norm, but it's not.
Specifically about me as a part of OpenAI. You've got me on the edge of my... Well, I don't really have a seat, but you get the idea. What's the big news?
Yeah, we've got...
He wants to be her seat. He wants to be her seat so badly. You can tell. He's ready. Arr!
Got a new model.
I can see this being legit. Probably. Yeah, but like that. Yeah, but then if you try and use it for like what are you going to use it for? If you start hitting on it, you'll probably get banned.
That can interact with the world through audio, vision, and text.
That was amazing. What else have they done? Did that just come out now? That was an hour ago. Crazy, crazy. I want to watch this video that I saw, actually.
I'm standing here.
Where do Skyrim's rivers come from? Because that's actually a really good question. I have no idea. Like, you always see them, and I remember when they updated the game that it would have, like, almost more realistic looking water physics. Not actually more realistic. But you still don't know where they actually come from.
I'm standing here knee-deep in digital water from the hit 2011 video game Skyrim.
Prime place Subway Midnight, or you like little boys?
Confused.
What's Subway Midnight?
Where did this river come from? I mean, it's flowing, right? So it's flowing from...
Thank you, Kuma, for the 10. I just wanted to say, I love you and I love the content you made recently. I can tell you put a lot of passion in. We ever played Time Splitters 2? I'd like to. I don't know how to play it, though. I guess I'd have to emulate it. What happened with the stream before this? I was reacting to Jubilee and it got taken down.
Somewhere, and it's flowing to somewhere. But where? And where are we getting...
Why has he got like 13 trillion hairpins? Okay, I'm not one to like judge hairstyles, right? I know I lost that ability, but still.
All this water from? Does it just shrink and expand at the whim of Todd Howard's mind? Or are there other water sources in the game that feed into these rivers like they do on Earth? If so, where do those water sources come from? In order to find the answer...
This is such a good question for a video, because I don't know the answer to it. You know that, you know, like on Reddit, the mildly interesting subreddit, where stuff is just very bland, but it's also like, ooh, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, this guy got like 1 million views in a week. So yeah, people clearly, it's such an interesting question.
Answers to these questions, I've devised myself
from the mountain.
A simple challenge. Starting in Riverwood, I'm going to follow the river all the way to its endpoint, and if any other...
Heard that OpenAI is considering allowing porn on its platform. Wait. Is that real? Is that real? Mashallah. Okay, if that's real, we're saved. We're saved.
The rivers connect to it along the way. I'm going to follow those all the way back to their source points. Let's begin. So as you can see, standing on the bridge in Riverwood, the river is very clearly flowing this way, which I believe is north. So wherever we're headed is that way. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow this here river all the way to wherever it ends. And I'm sure it's going to take a while, but that's okay. Now, immediately, something interesting has happened. Look at this. This creek feeds into the river, and this waterfall feeds into the creek.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 12-minute video. He might be milking it a bit. But I do wonder if, like, every single crevice, every single bit of water just starts from a little bit of a cave.
But what feeds the waterfall? Well, I'm going to find out. Maybe we could just...
And there are also indoor caves as well that you can go into that have waterfalls and stuff.
The old classic Skyrim.
Like a Bleak Falls Barrow.
Jump. Almost. Okay. So check this out. This is the start point. At first glance, this spontaneous water generation coming out of a nondescript side of a mountain seems unrealistic. It seems very video gamey. But it turns out this actually isn't that uncommon in the real world. Now, obviously, the visual fidelity of Earth is a lot higher than the visual fidelity of a game like Skyrim. But because of things like groundwater seepage, underwater channels can form, which can become underwater streams, which will then find the path of least resistance, and then that water will come out the side and create a...
Bro's doing like an Evian advert to teach us how water works.
Waterfall. And in fact, one of the most common causes of this type of seepage is glacial melting, snow melt. We know that Skyrim has lots of snow. We even know that this mountain, if you go up it, is covered in snow. So it actually kind of makes sense. That's pretty neat. It is fun that there's a little bit of thought put into the fact that the water, you know, obviously it turns into sort of white water when it goes over a waterfall, but also you can see the
foamy water is the tastiest water.
Tops of the water splitting when they
12-minute yap session. Nah, dude, he knows the game. He knows the game. He needs the watch time. I respect it. He ate good off this video. He made a couple grand. He made a couple grand.
Hit the rocks, which is fun. It's also that weird little whatever the f that is. Just like a little splurt. So we've come all the way.
I think this is the reason why YouTube like shorts are dominating though, right? Because obviously this guy just answered the question in the first 30 seconds of the video, but obviously it's a 13-minute video. But obviously, if it was a TikTok, he should actually turn this into a TikTok if he hasn't already, because that would get like 10 million views easy.
Down here, and now we have hit a split in the river. We have another pretty big river creek thing that is now also contributing. Okay, this is going to be more complicated than I thought, so I'm going to make a diagram. This line is going to represent the river that we're on. It's just going to be...
Thank you, Name for the 5. I watched it, and it was a really good watch. Yeah. I just think it's a really interesting topic.
One straight.
Shorts are soulless. How are you going to say that after Baby Gronk, Baby Riz? How are you going to say that after my boy,
are you that kid?
Wait, where is it?
Baby Gronk just rizzed up Livy Dunn again. Baby Gronk went to Livy's gymnastic meet to try to win back Livy. When Livy saw Baby Gronk in the stands, she waved to him and made a heart with her hands. After the meet, Baby Gronk rizzed up Livy and they even hugged again. Is Baby Gronk officially the Riz King? Baby Gronk cheated on Livy Dunn. No! Baby Gronk, aka the new Riz King, is the #1 college football prospect in the country and was committed to LSU. But recently, he's been seen on recruiting visits all across the nation. He's even met with Nick Saban and Deion Sanders. Livy is not happy about this. She might even get back together with the Drip King. Do you think Livy will...
Man, if any video makes me feel like an old man, it's that. This is the lowest level of internet.
Stay with Baby Gronk or get back with the Drip King?
Are YouTube Shorts merchants, are they like grown in like a vat or something? Because he just didn't blink the entire video. He didn't blink.
What up, guys? It's Henry from Hoopify, and I'm back here today with another video, and I'm partnering with East Coast Dies. So today, I'm gonna be doing a day in the life of a Division I lacrosse player, Fall Ball Edition. And we are giving away a head in a sweatshirt. The new DNA.
I mean, he seems pretty normal. But then, like, monk hairline.
What happened to Baby Diggs?
I can't. Oh gosh, Jesus. I can't watch any of it, bro. I can't.
Straight line, like a metro line or some sort of train situation. You guys might be familiar with that if you're from Europe. This dot represents river.
They just got like baby hairline for no reason.
Riverwood, where we started. And then these little blue lines are going to represent small tributaries like streams and creeks. We'll also use big, thicker blue lines to represent other rivers that connect and a variety of other symbols as we need them. I just want you to know that this diagram is what's making this video take so long. If you want to see more diagrams like this, support me on Patreon. Now, back to the journey. It's White Run's Sewage Creek.
I've never seen someone show their Patreon and say, oh, do you want diagrams? I got some diagrams here.
All this, or maybe just drainage. I shouldn't assume it's sewage. But it continues further back here. It gets a lot lighter, and it looks like the source of that whole thing is White Run's drainage sewage system. So that whole creek is man-made. It's a totally artificial feature of the land. That's interesting. In addition to all of this, if you actually go inside of White Run, which is a walled city, you can find the...
This is actually a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Because he has to basically break down like where every single stream is originating from. Because it's not all... Because Skyrim is an island, isn't it? Is it an island? Can you reach the borders of Skyrim? Like physical borders? Or is it all just... It's not on an island, is it? No, that's Morrowind, I think. Well, that's Cyrodiil. I forget.
The source of that water all the way up.
Skyrim isn't an island. It's not. It's part of the continent. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. What is which Elder Scrolls game took place on an island then?
At the top of the mountain where the castle is.
Morrowind. Was it Morrowind? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because I played Morrowind recently.
The castle is surrounded by this big moat, which then flows down all of these water features into a variety of fountains and eventually out of these drainage tunnels. Now, all of that is to say that all the times you've played Skyrim and you've walked near this little creek and you've...
Remember that DLC you can get in Oblivion where you could join like the Knights of the Nine or like these knights where you got like this cool looking armor, but then if you committed a single crime in the game, you would have the armor taken away from you. So if you got in a fight with someone in a bar, they'd be like, nope, you cannot have the armor anymore.
You thought to yourself, wow, what a beautiful creek there. That it's all runoff. It's all like sewage probably from White Run that you're just admiring that then flows into that river. You'll notice as we continue walking, we're actually going down in elevation a lot. And
no, we don't. What was your childhood game? Fortnite?
That's not uncommon.
Horse Armor DLC was peak. I don't even think it was that bad, to be fair. I think it's just funny how much of a meme it became.
When it comes to rivers,
there were so many games back then that were doing way worse than that.
Because it tends to be that things melt and gravity pulls them down. So it's probably the case that we're going to continue going lower and lower in elevation. But I'm curious, because this is a video game, if they ever sort of screwed that up. You know, if they ever accidentally made a river go uphill. But whatever.
Sent you a map of where the Elder Scrolls takes place in midstream chat. Let's have a look. Where's midstream chat? There it is. Oh, this is big. Hang on. Yeah, Morrowind. There we go. Yeah, Oblivion is in Cyrodiil. I think it's Cyrodiil. And then in Skyrim, you could go to one of the islands. Was it Dawnstar? No, Dawnstar was... There was an island you could go to, I'm pretty sure. No, you went back to Morrowind in Skyrim, I'm pretty sure. Or an island off Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Travel Stormhold. Yeah, Oblivion was actually enormous. Yo, shout out to my boys in Kvatch. Shout outs to the boys. I like how Kvatch, like, I remember having a mate at school
Pyro,
that would just...
I just tuned back in. What video is this? I have played Skyrim since I was 11 and have 8k hours in it. This just triggered the dopamine receptors in my head.
Wait, was it black screened? There we go. What's the video? It's a guy trying to find out where, like, the water in Skyrim comes from, like the rivers and stuff. Which is, pretty interesting.
I don't know. I'm not a hydrologist. Holy crap. This is a large waterfall here. Oh dear. Look at that. That's pretty amazing. We have a really large river combining with it right here. My God. I don't even know if I want to know where that comes from. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Following this particular tributary back to its source was very difficult. Well, I mean, it wasn't very difficult. I was playing a video game, so you know, I'm not working on an oil rig. But I had to jump a lot, is basically what I'm saying. We had to climb up a mountain, past a bunch of very beautiful waterfalls and cliffs and things like that, and eventually it leads here to this unassuming, tiny little spot with another one of these waterfalls that just.
Dude, you know what sucks so much? I know I sound like such a doomer right now, but like I loved playing Skyrim. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was just such a good experience, right? Like, when did it come out again? Like 2012 or something? Like booting it up, playing through it. But now I feel like, because I'm 26. I'm 27 in like an hour, which is terrifying. But I feel like if I booted up Skyrim now, I would not enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy it. And I'm not saying like, oh, the game's aged poorly. I just genuinely wouldn't enjoy it. And I feel like I've talked about this on stream before, but I have this problem where like I will play a Bethesda game, I'll install it, I'll install like 200 mods, and then I will launch the game and immediately think, no, I don't feel like it. And I've spent like my whole day installing and organizing mods to make sure it all works properly. And then as soon as I launch it, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Generates an infinite amount of water that then spills down and
turn on music, get immersed. Oh no, the Skyrim music that Jeremy Soul did is absolutely insane. Even Oblivion music kind of holds up, to be fair. I haven't listened to Morrowind music that much. Morrowind kind of throws me off because Oblivion was the first Bethesda game, I think, where when you spoke to people, they actually spoke to you. Because I haven't played Morrowind in a fat minute properly, but I do remember that when you spoke to people, they would have like in-world dialogue, but when you spoke to them, it would just be a huge text box. It wouldn't be voice acted.
Creates all of those.
But yeah, the Oblivion music is good.
Cascading effects. I'm honestly not totally sure what I find so interesting about all.
It's insane though that Bethesda made a game like Oblivion and Fallout and Skyrim, and then they made Starfield. Like how?
Of this, I was trying.
How did that happen?
I think
Pyro
of it.
is officially an old man. Send him to the senior home.
It's over for me, little
while
writing
writing the sort of loose outline of the script for this
Actual
video.
old
And obviously
rotten
there's a
bastard.
piece of it that it's, I just like looking at things in games that we weren't supposed to look at. But I do play games normally. I do enjoy games like a normal person enjoys them. Please believe me. But there's something about looking at a river and knowing that that river starts somewhere and ends somewhere that gives me this really interesting feeling. Maybe it's because I struggle with like visualizing other...
It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny though, if you frame it in the way that the cope is that bad that we have not had a good Bethesda game since Skyrim, that you've got some fucking guy nearly over 10 years later doing a video trying to find out where the rivers are coming from, because there's nothing. There's no games. There's no games. He would never be doing this in Starfield, believe me.
Places that
in
aren't in front of
Bedfield.
my face. It's like I'm still working on object permanence.
Fallout New Vegas 2, that was never announced, was it? Fallout 4's good. It's all right. Fallout 76 is good. I say nothing on that one. I say nothing on that one.
In a way, emotionally. But if you also think it's interesting, tell me why. Maybe it will help me figure it out. But in the meantime, I have
Do the Skyrim devs even work for Bethesda? I don't even know, to be fair.
a river to follow. All right,
I didn't even realize until today that, like, Blizzard didn't even make Overwatch. They licensed it to this Chinese company called NetEase, and that's why that new Marvel's game that came out looks exactly the same as Overwatch, because it's just the same company that made both.
Come to another joining river. Got a big waterfall that feeds it coming down. So this has got to be coming from either multiple smaller rivers, or it's coming directly from like some kind of big lake or something like that. Ah, Christ. Okay. So it's actually coming from multiple bigger rivers.
Okay, that looked like something. That looked like something. I was a little bit worried, but it's not quite finished. It looks close to something. That's
Multiple
bad.
bigger rivers. Okay, all right, okay. I feel like this is going to be the shorter one to go look at, so let's go see. This hike was also extremely long and annoying, and the river also split up again. Now, one of these paths does go thousands of feet up into a tiny spot on the mountains where, once again, you find just another one of these little generating points, so that's always fun. But the other path is a much larger...
Wait, you guys thought it was the N-word? No.
River, and if you follow that back, you actually end up in the town of Ivarstead, or Ivarstead, whatever it's called. So that was a fun surprise. Okay, well, here we are now in Ivarstead. This river is powering this wheel. It's cool to think that this river, this body of water... Ah, fuck. God damn it. I hate this game. I love this game, but I hate this game. Okay, what was I saying anyway?
Where's the next Elder Scrolls going to be set? It's High Rock, I think, right?
I think it's...
Or do we just not know?
It's really cool to think that this river, this body of water, is connected to the same body of water that is rotating the lumber mill in Riverwood.
They haven't confirmed Hammerfell.
But that's pretty cool.
It's set in Iraq. Birmingham.
Cool to think that,
Don't
like,
play
at the end...
modded. Skyrim is beautifully broken, things work the way they're supposed to. When you mod and fix things or add things, it gives you a sense that the game can be better, which is true, but not how you remember it. Do a vanilla playthrough smile.
Also very true. Also very true. I mean, vanilla Skyrim still works. They still got that bug where, like, if a giant slaps you, you get sent up into orbit. Have you ever play any of the Paradox map games? No. Thank you, Smokey, for the 5. I haven't heard of those.
The day these two locations are interlinked in that way. And also something interesting about this.
Imagine if it was just Skyrim all over again, just on a better engine.
Check this out right here. Right here in Ivarstead, the river splits. On the left side, the water calmly flows to the left.
It's broken.
And on the right side, it rapidly starts flowing to the right, and then it turns into this gigantic torrent. This exact thing, this exact moment is one of the reasons why I was so interested in making this video. The idea that if you really dig in, eventually you're gonna find the spot that the game gives up on trying to be the world that it's trying to be, and instead it has to admit to you that it's just a video game. This is the video game telling us that it's a video game.
It's over. Realism's dead. Todd Howard fired.
The effort that they put into having these
16 times the detail.
Tributaries and these combining.
Where was that even from again when he said that? Wasn't that on Fallout 76? Just makes no sense. It looks the exact same as Fallout 4.
Rivers and these water
16 times
that
the
make
detail.
Sense. At the end of the day, eventually, they just had to go, fuck it, just make water. It's fine. So in that way, it kind of feels like having a secret little handshake with the developer, but it also feels like having a secret handshake directly with the video game. I can't believe we found the generative source of one of the rivers in Skyrim. That's crazy. Like, they didn't even put one of those little hand-wavy explanation waterfalls out of the side of the mountain here. It just...
You also said Fallout 3 would have hundreds of endings when it literally had 3. Sacrifice woman, sacrifice yourself, or kill everyone, Lamau. I like the bit where you could talk to the super mutant who can actually go into that chamber, by the way, and he's like, nah, I'm good. Have you played Hades? I have not, but thank you for the 5. Hades 2 came... Oh, no, I played Hades 1 a little bit. Yeah, not too much, though. Hades 2 came out, apparently, which is really good. How much would you need to... How much would you need to be donated to get you to buy and learn how to play Street Fighter 6? It's got to be like $1,000, bro. Like, I'm not doing that for anything less than that. Thank you, Alfie, for the 5. 16 times the bugs.
Starts right in this spot. I'm in awe of the power of video games. Anyway, if you follow this new downstream path,
Hades 2 as fat women. We won.
It eventually ends up into a gigantic
We won!
lake. And a very cool thing happens. If you stand on this bridge, you'll see this small creek suddenly get huge and gigantic for no explicable reason. Another...
Dude, I want to play Skyrim now, and I know it's so mid, but like,
way that the game just admits that it can't justify everything, and sometimes it just has to make a big river, and that's just the way it goes. All of this water just...
It's crazy, though. When Skyrim came out, I was blown away by the graphics. But now looking at it, it just looks like Oblivion, but with greener colors. Crazy.
This water just comes from that one little spot. Now, that does beg the question, is there any way...
It's not mid, I'm delusional. I mean, you're watching me, you are pretty delusional.
That this can make...
No, I don't mean mid as in the game's mid. I just mean, like, I wouldn't enjoy it. It's one of those things that you enjoy watching people talk about and stuff, but, like, you're not, you know... Gray Oblivion? Yeah, true.
Sense from a hydrological perspective. Well... It's kind of a tough question to answer. This is a good thing. We don't need there to be an underlying gravity.
I just remember, like, you could get an Argonian follower in Skyrim. I think he's called Dakethus or something. And he was, like, locked in this cave. And the devs forgot to make him... They forgot to remove his quest status off him. So after you beat the quest, he's, like, immortal and he can't be killed.
Model that interacts with a liquid physics engine. It's a piece of three-dimensional art, so the rivers don't have to have sensible beginnings and sensible ends. But they do have to have beginnings and ends. So where's the end of this river? Well, this big giant lake drains in 2 places. One...
I always play Argonian. Yep, best race, best race. Why would you play as a human in a game where you get the option to... I mean, playing as a fairy sucks, okay? Like, you know Dragon's Dogma 2 that just came out? Like the Khajiit race in that sucks. The Khajiits in Skyrim, they suck. You play as a human or you play as an Argonian, that's it. Every other choice is actually wrong.
One of them goes off the side.
Para-racist? Yes.
And ends up being its own separate river that goes all the way to the city of Riften. We're not doing that right now. That's a whole other hydrological exploration. But the other path turns into a few waterfalls that eventually reconnect and combine with the original river that we were following. So now we're back on course. Thankfully, things got a little bit...
Oh god, what have I done? There's actually so much infighting in chat right now. Like half the chat, I've realized that half the people here are probably furries.
Simpler from here on out. There weren't any more tributaries.
Like, I'm not a furry, but I play as like the furry character, and I get a feeling down in my pee-pee.
That we had to keep track of or explore. And we even got to see a man who had recently been eaten by a bear. Damn, a bear got in this person's...
I remember that exact cabin. I know where he is. I also remember some of the cabins you could go into in Skyrim and you just find like a bee in a jar that'd fly around. And I remember like I went into my house in Skyrim. I bought the house in Whiterun. It was so expensive. And I set up all my potions, all my crafting ingredients around the alchemy table perfectly. Perfectly. And then as soon as you leave the house and come back in, if 2 physics items were touching each other, they would just explode and fly off in different directions, just make everything fall apart.
Stealth archer supremacy. Anyone else is wrong.
Yeah, I swear everyone that plays Skyrim ends up doing the stealth archer because the gameplay loop is just so boring if you're not. That was one of the problems with it. Because the melee combat sucks. Like, it's too easy, and then if you put it up to, like, master difficulty, everyone takes 20 years to kill. So yeah, Stealth Archer was kind of like the, ooh, I'm playing Dishonored, but Dishonored at home. Thank you, Eugene, for the 100. I never played Skyrim, and if I try, I'll quit because of the same reason. It feels mid. You're too old for it. Oh, I hate that you're right, dude. I hate that you're right. Take me back. Take me back. Take me back to when I was playing Viva Pinata on the Xbox 360. A simpler time.
To see a man who had recently been eaten by a bear. Damn, a bear got in this person's home and ate them alive. I just killed the bear. As we get further into the northern latitudes, despite the descending elevation, ice begins to form along the river, things start to get much colder, and we arrive at the city of Windhelm. This city is surrounded by a giant moat, which is largely just the river that we've been following, but it's also joined by another separate river, which means we need to figure out where this river comes from. Now, thankfully, we don't have to go too far, because just a few minutes upstream,
thank you, Alfie, for joining.
We find this gigantic lake that is surrounded by snowy mountains and has no other contributing tributaries. So we can surmise that the snow from these surrounding mountains melts into this little valley and then flows down towards Windhelm as a river. Now, once you're at Windhelm, you're pretty close to the coast of Skyrim.
Look at the animation of that fox running. The animation is like a nice handshake.
Once you're at Windhelm,
awful.
You're pretty close to the coast of Skyrim. So all you have to do from this...
Skyrim's worse than mid? Why is Skyrim getting so much hate? You saw for the 5. The Skyrim gameplay loop is spending 3 days modding it just to play it for 5 minutes. Yep. Literally true.
Point is just walk a little ways north, and eventually you get to sort of a river delta type...
Someone said hood irony fox.
...type area, and the strength of the flow of the river gets swallowed up by just the volume.
I like how I clicked on this video to understand how water worked in Skyrim, but I've just had like a huge nostalgia trip
of water outside in the Sea of Dead Souls or whatever. I think it has a name. So this is where the river ends. That humble little creek from Riverwood that created cascading waterfalls and brought us so much joy and adventure, that had so many contributing water partners. It all ends here and just joins the giant singular mass that is the ocean, which is like what happens to us when we die, which is a good thing, probably, hopefully. I guess we'll see. So great, we made it. But we still have...
I always adored Skyrim because I have a huge love of ancient Scandinavian culture. Yeah, I've started to look into like Scandinavian stuff more. It's so interesting, eh? Like better than like UK culture.
No idea
Pyro,
where this river
play
begins.
Borderlands 2. That was peak childhood games. Or do a playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. You can fuck a bear, so it might be more your speed.
Dude, I'll be honest, I've never played Borderlands 2. And I feel like I missed out there because apparently Borderlands 2 was peak. I have only played Borderlands 1 and that game is so boring and grindy. No, I played Borderlands 3 as well, and Borderlands 3 was awful. I've never played 2. Apparently that's the best one.
Well, thankfully, that's not a very hard question to answer. We just have to head back to Riverwood. And you know, it turns out that not too far upstream of Riverwood is a gigantic lake, which begs the question, is this it? Is this the start of all that water? All of that hubbaloo that happens downstream? Is it all just the fault of this lake? Well, that really depends if there are any rivers feeding into this lake, or if it's just its own thing. And the only way to find that out is to walk around the whole thing in a circle. So let's do that really quick. I'll just speed it up for you. I'll save you some time and tell you that no, there is nothing else feeding into this lake. However, the lake does split off into another river, but it is itself the source for that river. Now the question becomes, where does that river go? I think I will leave that one to you. Following these rivers has been one of the most...
Why is he cock blocking? It was like so close.
Reinvigorating experiences I've had with Skyrim in a long time. It has been so fun and so grounding to do something so explorative and arbitrary that I don't really want to ruin the fun by putting it in a YouTube video. So if you want to know where this river goes, boot up your copy of Skyrim, meet me by this sawmill. Oh my god, you're already here. You look exactly like how I imagined all my fans would look. The heart of what I
just rotting British man
wanted to get to with this video is this. I love video games. Thanks for watching.
Oh, he edged. He edged us for 12 minutes. You seen Crow Country? I played a bit of it. I need to play some more of it. Yep. 5 gum.
In 2000.
How to completely annihilate your brand image. Okay, this could be kind of funny. Actually. Chat, I'm going to end stream because it's midnight. And it's my birthday tomorrow. I probably am going to stream tomorrow though. So I will catch you guys later.